probably turned it off.
Yeah, she did. You're right. My mom turned it off. Anyway, last we last time we played, was, like a month ago. I don't remember. Some time ago. Where we left off was the time skip started. During the first week, emissaries to the Adventurers Guild came, and your keep's construction was started. You chatted with the Adventurers Guild and got to learn their names, what their purposes were, and so on.
They're assholes.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't really have a problem with them. Why do you think they're assholes?
I don't know. I just remember me and Carson not liking them very much.
Carson was literally friends with the dude, like immediately.
Someone didn't like him. I don't remember who.
Anyway, and some time passed, and then you were informed that several villagers were missing. Several villagers have gone missing from the town of Haven. You went after them, encountered a party of drow, who you then killed some and captured some. After some interrogation, you have learned several information before their untimely passing, before the prisoners untimely passing, both of them. You learn that there is going to be a day next week that will be a day that they are supposed to transport several people, of which the 4 people out of the 7, three they've already captured, or 3 they've already captured, 1 you saved, and the 3 remaining people, no, the 4 remaining people were Brand, Alex, someone named W, and someone else that I forgot. Yeah. I'll remember it when it comes to me.
Wasn't the Tavern Keep?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it was
I think the Tavern Keep was one of them.
I mean, they were looking for these people to bring them in, to bring them to a certain spot. And what you're informed of was that the person they were going for, or the person they were giving them to, was someone with a glowing sword. That's all you really got the information out of before the prisoners died. Just during the days leading up to the next week, villagers were still a bit scared, but not a whole lot happened. And then on a cloudy day, a villager barged into the tavern saying they saw a giant of a man.
Oh yeah, this guy.
You went to go investigate, and you saw Rannick Zor, the giant you found inside the Silverstone mines.
What was he? Was he a giant? Was he an ogre?
He was an ogre.
Okay.
When you found him, he seemed like he was having some difficulties lighting a fire. So you helped him with that. He gave you some of his treasures. Most of it was not really called treasures, to be fair. It was just a bunch of junk.
But some of it was like some magic items, wasn't it?
You took some potions.
Hmm.
That was it. A lot of it was junk. Some of it was useful. There was some spell scrolls that you guys didn't take. You took
That's what I was
you took
about.
the potions of healing instead, or the shit potions of healing at least, but better than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 7 unidentified spell scrolls from him,
Yeah.
which we can hand over to Cam's character when he's back, and he can make use of those however he wants.
Yep. We'll get to that. Anyway, you guys have then departed from the ogre's camp, went back to Haven, and started resting up, helping repair the town, and so on. Jipku, you decided that you were gonna go to Manulia, back to your school of magic, to learn more about something that I don't remember. Do you remember?
Not necessarily right now.
To learn more about the runes that were used on the magical stick because you couldn't understand them. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember now. We will get to that right now, actually. As you arrive in the city of Lyondale, you see it's bustling with people. You get some funny looks because, well, you're very unique, per se.
Okay.
But people really pay you no mind. You go over to the Royals Quarter where Lady Ashworth Tower is located, and you are barred from entry.
Oh. Wow.
The guard
That's
the
expected.
guard looks at you, puts his hand up, says, "Stop right there. Only nobles and people of such higher power are allowed here. Do you have documentation?" Not you, Jipku. Only Jipku.
I thought this was the whole party. I got
No.
confused.
I just try and lie.
I guess. What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna be like, I have a meeting because I'm at her tower, right?
You're at the gate leading up to the nobles' quarter, which her tower is located in.
I'm gonna just go up to her and be like, I have a meeting with Lady Ashworth because she told me I didn't need anything to get in, that she would just let me in. Not just let me in, but you know what I mean.
Right. Roll deception.
Wisdom. Deception. Oh no, deception. Yeah. Fuck. Not a great start.
No, it's not. It is not the good start. Let me see what you have acquired. What your roll was. Let me see. You rolled a 4. And the guard looks at you, and you know that it's really loud. He kind of looks at you and says, "What? Sorry, what did you say?" He doesn't seem to have heard you. You know, that's the city is bustling right now. It is incredibly loud. You look around, there's just people everywhere. Something is going on.
I'm gonna ask him, like, what's before we go any further, what is going on here?
He looked past you. I don't know, man. I was just told to stand here for my shift. I think some nobles are coming soon.
Would you need any help?
Help with what exactly? I'm not entirely sure what you're asking of me.
Like, do you, I don't know, does you or your people, guards, whatever, do they need help? 'Cause it seems pretty chaotic.
Yeah, I suppose we could use some help. We've heard some reports of some people rustling up the taverns, but our manpower is very short with this chaotic mess that's going on right now. I suppose you could lend your aid. You might get something out of it, who knows?
Jibku becomes a Thane of Lyondale, an honorary noble.
Okay, just bring whoever would give me that assignment and I'll go do it.
I don't know, man. I'm not the guy that gives you the assignment.
That's why
I just heard from the
Jibku
higher
said
ups. Oh, sorry, what did you say?
I was saying that's why Jibku told him to go get someone who would give him the order to tell him to go.
Sorry, man. I can't really leave my post right now. You understand? As he kind of just, as he kind of just,
directions where he can go to like directly
you,
get him, like help.
you understand,
Get
you
us
understand,
help.
right? You understand? I can't really leave my post as he kind of nudges to the massively forming crowd behind you.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, alright, just point me in the right direction and I'll go.
All right, man. If you he kind of like tries to like look past you, but there's just so much of a crowd. If you go uh, over there, he kind of just points in some direction, but you don't see where he's pointing. If he's pointing at anything at all, it's just the crowd is too thick. It's too dense now. There's a barracks over there. The guard captain should be in.
Is that gonna be Brand?
Is that Brand?
So Brand? No, he's probably in the castle.
Oh yeah, Brand's part of the royal guard. Isn't that different than like the town guard?
That is different, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So there's a different captain of each guard. Yeah.
Lord Captain Brand is ever too busy for us here. He serves under the king himself.
Well, I'll try and make my way there as best I can.
Right. As you turn around, denied getting access to the noble's quarter. You turn around and just you see a lot of people. Like the last time you were here, there was definitely not this much people here. You make your way through the crowd, pushing people. Excuse me, sorry, coming through. I need your roll d20. Actually, I need you to roll an acrobatics check. She got 11.
Plus one.
You go through the crowd, nudging the way through you can. Sometimes you get pushed over because just the crowd is just moving against you in the direction you're going. You know that the crowd seems to be heading towards the castle or towards the nearest marketplace. It seems that the king has a lot of visitors recently. A lot of visitors.
Interesting.
It takes you.
Seems he might be dealing with overseas aficionados. Interesting indeed.
In your time at your school of magic, or in Manulia, you do recognize that some of these people are from Manulia. You recognize at least their appearance is from Manulia, but you don't personally know them.
They're all regalia, like their garments and the flags.
Yeah, their garments, their clothes, they are from Manulia.
They won't know me, I won't know them.
Yeah,
So
you don't know them, and they don't know you. So after some
Yeah, interacting with them is like seeing another American in like Canada being like, oh my god, you're American, hi.
that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly.
In the dance of the crowd, you walk into a horse. It just kind of huffs at you and continues walking. You finally push your way through the crowd, and you get to what appears to be a guard barracks. It is. There's a lot of guards here. There's a lot of guards here. There appears to be some commotion in front. There's a barricade set up, and you see some people are trying to. There's like signs. People appear to be like revolting about
Are they
something.
revolting or protesting?
They're protesting. Sorry.
Okay.
They appear to be
Revolting is straight up like being violent.
They appear to be protesting about something. You can't really hear them because it's too loud, and the guards are not exactly helping, trying to get the situation under control. Some are just completely ignoring the situation. Some are actually trying to stop it, but it just doesn't seem to be working.
So I can see them struggling to.
Yeah, you can see them struggling to deal with this problem they have at hand.
Fireball. Solve
Fireball.
the issue immediately.
Fireball.
I'm gonna fire one into the air and let it explode to like scare everybody.
Fireball. Mass murderer time.
That's literally like I don't even know what do you even call that? Like domestic terrorism?
I choose domestic violence. Fireball.
Sorry if it seems like I'm interrupting. I'm asking for more details to help better
Yeah.
paint a picture in my mind of what's going on.
Anyway, what are you gonna do, Jipku?
I'm gonna try and shove my way through.
All right. You shove your way through. You're like, excuse me, out of my way. I'm busy. I got shit to do. Some people look at you in disgust. Some people scoff at you. Some people get pretty upset that you just kind of push them. You walk up to the front of the barricade, and the guard is like, "Please, calm down. Who are you? Do you need something? Are you here with them?" As he looks at you, Jipku.
Just a sec. I'm trying to help you out, but I gotta figure out what's even happening first.
We don't know. We don't know, man. I'm just trying to stop what's going on here. They're... I forgot the word. I'm dumb. What was the word? Protesting. They're protesting in front of the barracks. We can't really do anything about what they want. It's the king's choice.
I'm gonna look
He
around.
makes
Can
the
I
rules.
seem to spot any kind of like leader of this protest? Like who started it? Or like
Who
just
started it?
like someone who is rallying the troops type.
Roll a perception check. As you roll investigation. Nope, perception. I'm done. Roll perception. I am.
Either one's like a +7 to me.
I'll just roll perception.
Investigation or perception?
Perception.
Aw,
Perception.
damn it. Investigation's a +7.
Roll perception. Because you're looking for something, not investigating something.
18.
18. As you look around the crowd, you see what appears to be a leader. It's this big burly man. He's holding his arms crossed. I mean, he doesn't appear to be saying anything. He's not yelling, but he's just looking with like a frown on his face.
I'm gonna turn to whoever's the guard captain.
That's not even the guard captain you guys are talking to. That was just a guy. It was just a dude on his shift.
I'm just gonna be like, take me or give me your captain. I need to talk to him.
You want to see Captain Rykard? Sure, man. But what business do you have with him?
I'd like to help out with this protest, but I need to know how and what I can do.
Okay. Let me go get him then. As you see the guard kind of like shuffle away. You see he appears to be approaching someone that's standing on like a pedestal or like a stool, and you can barely hear him, but you can tell he's loud. He is yelling. The guard approaches him, like all like meekly and kind of scared. The captain looks down. You hear him. What do you want? Get back to work.
He's yelling at
He's
the guy.
you can like barely hear him yelling at the guard right at it below him. This captain's like 6.5 feet tall. He's pretty tall. The guard kind of points at you. The captain looks over at you. You see him scoff, and he just gets off his stool and walks over to you. Like the presence of, in presence, of course, he walks over to you with like he's actually like physically stomping over to you. See, he's not very happy.
I'm just gonna wait for him to say something first.
He walks over to you. He looks down at you because he's taller than you. He crosses his arms. Can I help you with something? The entire protest shuts up.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. He's yelling at your face. Can I help you with something? Or are you here to waste my time?
I'd like to help you clear this protest.
Huh? He looks over. Get lost! Or you're arrested on sight. And the protest just kind of scurries away.
He's got so much fury and like he's so potent in his words. It's amazing.
His
Does
arms
that work?
his arms are still crossed. What do you want? If you don't get on my presence, I'm gonna arrest you too.
I'm coming here to look for some, because I heard there was like some big event going on today or something. So I was hoping maybe I could help out a little bit.
While his arms are so
With any
crossed,
kind of
while his
duties.
arms are so crossed, he like, you see his face was like a stern, emotionless look, and he kind of looks at you and just kind of frowns. You, Beanpole, magic book man are gonna help? Ha! Please. Wasting my time as he starts walking away.
I'm not some weakling. Let me say as he walks away.
My mind is a weapon.
He turns around. What did you say?
I said just because I don't have a lot of muscle doesn't mean I can't handle myself.
Then what can you do? As he makes blatant strides towards you.
This is
What
where you
can you
fireball the
do?
air.
Hmm?
This is
Magic
where I'd
man?
fireball in the air if I wanted to. But I
Maybe
feel
a
like
waste of a spell slot, but I think the pizzazz of it and the like pure raw power being
Aiden, are you
demonstrated would be enough.
serious or no?
I'm being serious, yeah. I'm like, I think this would be a good way to demonstrate to him that you're powerful and capable. You can conjure a massive ball of fire at will.
I could just use Phantasmal Killer and just give him a fuck ton of nightmares and fuck with his head.
No, because that just pisses him off. You want to demonstrate to him without actually harming him or anything else.
What happens if the fireball goes out of range? Does it blow up at the end of that range? Or does it have to hit
Yes.
something?
Yes. It doesn't say it, so I'm saying it yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Just fire a fireball into the air.
As
He'll probably fly, what, like 120 feet is the range, or is it 60
Yeah.
feet?
100,
Feet up.
120 feet up.
Away from any tall buildings if there are.
So yeah,
any.
if it's 120 feet, it's not going to hit anything for sure. You know?
Because the
Medieval
range
town.
is only 20 feet anyway, so. Hey, come on, 150 feet. Never mind. So it's still not hitting anything, but you know, it doesn't matter. As he looks at you, his arms cross with like a smirk on his face. As he's like nudging to the guards, and they're kind of like chuckling at your expense. You point up to the sky with one finger. You whisper the chant for fireball, and just an entire ball of flame flies into the sky. You don't even look at it. Your eyes are closed.
No, they're not open. They're open. They're staring right at him.
Yeah, your eyes are open, staring right at him. He looks up. His smirk kind of turns into like a frown. Some of the guards are actually in like shock that it just happened. Some are scared. It flies 150 feet in the sky. Boom! An entire explosion of fire appears in the sky. The entire commotion in the city stops abruptly, looking at the sky. Some people think an invasion of an army is coming. People are scared.
I'm just gonna keep eye contact with him
He looks down at you.
with like a blank like, don't fuck with me face.
He looks.
Just, like,
He looks.
annoyed that
He
you think
looks
I'm
down
not-
at you. Roll intimidate. Roll intimidation.
Like this is the face I'm making. Look at the camera.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Cameron, that's the most blank ass stare ever. That's not an
That's the
intimidating
point.
face.
It's not supposed to be intimidating. It's like it's like the bro. Really, you're that fucking stupid.
He rolls a 1 here, and even though he just blew their minds with a fireball, he's still not good enough.
Oh fuck.
7.
Aiden, you wished it into existence. A low roll.
I said a 1.
The guard captain.
Then again, I'm not in trying to intimidate them.
The
I'm just trying to
captain
prove
looks
that
at
I'm
you.
strong enough.
The captain looks at the sky. His mouth not really agape as it seems like he has experienced fireballs before. He looks down at you. Huh, a petty fireball. Wow. As he starts waving his fingers around. Look at it. Look at him, everyone. He turns around. Look at him, everyone. He can do a fireball. Wow. Anyway, as he turns around. You've proven your strength. Whatever. What do you want? You want help? You want me to help for something? What do you need? I'm busy.
Said I wanted to help.
Help with what exactly? This, as he points to the commotion behind you that has abruptly stopped and then started again.
Yes. Anything that you need help with, even some that may not be in your kind of field, I guess you could say, in your jurisdiction maybe or something like that.
He literally walks up to you, like he stands in front of you, not even 5 feet away from your face, and he looks like he's sizing you up and down. And what is a pipsqueak gonna do exactly? You got magic that can lift up boxes? You can fly? You can teleport? What exactly can you do besides fireball?
I have explosions that can kill tens of 20s of people at a time.
And you're gonna use it in the middle of the city? If you do, then I'll arrest you on the spot.
Got other things. I'm not gonna reveal what those are, but I've got other things.
Cameron, just say that you're a warrior and potentially a killer. Whatever your abilities are at his disposal.
Well, I'm not gonna make myself his bitch.
You basically are. You're already offering whatever services he needs, and he's already talking about lifting boxes. You're about to be his bitch if you don't clean
That's
this
not
up.
what I'm doing. That's not what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at him. I have the ability to do any kind of crowd control. I have a lot of power in my magic. Anything that will require a great amount of power, I will help you with.
As he kind of just stands there staring down at you like a looming giant. You see, his mere presence is a lot more stronger than his actual frame. Like he's pretty tall, but his presence like overshadows him. Like, you feel as if there's like two of him looming down on you at once. He stares at you. He appears to be pondering something. Fine. As he then grabs you, he lifts you up and turns you around. As he points over there, he grabs your hand and points over there at the gate. Stop that, and then we'll talk. As you look over at the gate, and there's just a massive crowd of people, easily hundreds of people there. Sort that out, and then we will talk.
How wide's the gate? Whoops, I just opened it.
How wide is the gate? It's
Yeah.
fairly big. It's enough to let maybe even a ship go through. It's a
So
pretty
like 30, 40 feet wide.
yeah. In length, yeah. It's a pretty big gate. And he then drops you and just walks away.
I assume that means no injuring.
Yeah. You don't want to get arrested, do you? Or killed.
It's a crowd of what, protesters or just people trying to get
Just
through?
people trying to get through. There's no orderly line. The guards are trying to, but there's just so many people here. It's just nigh impossible to actually do it without some sort of actual control method.
Not sure how I can help with that. Okay, I'll start walking over to it.
All right. You start walking over to the mass of people in front of the castle gate. You step around the people. You kind of just like gauge how many people are here. From what you can gather, there's a couple hundred, all in front of this gate, all trying to get in. With maybe 15 guards trying to organize them all.
Is there anything I can stand on?
There's some boxes that some people are standing on. Yeah, there's some boxes some guards are standing on to try and organize people into a line of some sort. It's not exactly working.
Is there like an open spot I can use?
Yeah. There's one next to a couple of guards.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And make myself look like that guard captain I was just talking to.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up on that box.
As you walk up to that box, you see the soldiers kind of look at you. They straighten their back and salute. Guard captain! What can we do for you, sir?
I'm just gonna say, like, in the best... does my voice also change?
Is that how disguise self works? I gotta I gotta check.
I don't know. It
I don't
doesn't
think
say
you can
anything.
change. I don't think you can change your voice. It's just your appearance.
You change yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person look different. So no, it does not change your voice.
Yeah, it's just an appearance thing.
You cannot change your body type. So technically, you are a little bit shorter. No. No, you can, no,
As
yeah.
long as they're
No,
so
never
my
mind, never
voice
mind.
doesn't change.
Never mind, you're the same height, but your voice does not change.
Okay, I'm gonna get as deep of a voice as I can. I'm gonna make it sound a little scratchy, a little rough.
Alright.
Get up on top of that box.
You gotta roleplay the voice.
I don't know his voice. I'm just gonna be like, okay. I'm here to clean up your mess. Good enough.
The guards look at you, they look really worried. Yes, sir!
I'm gonna get up on that box and as loudly as I can yell. Attention!
You get some people's attention, but not all. There's too much of a bustling crowd.
Can I go louder? Can I get even louder?
Yeah, you can get even louder.
I'm gonna get as
You
loud
can
as I
yell
possibly
at the
can get.
top of your lungs.
I'm gonna yell as loud as I possibly can.
Yell attention at as loud as you possibly can. You get a lot of people's attention now. Everyone that was always near you and people, because the voice kind of echoed throughout the skies, so people did hear you.
One more time. I'm gonna yell it one more time. And technically speaking, I should get everyone's attention now because other people have died down, right?
Yeah, you have gone the majority of the people's attention. Most of the guards do.
Okay. I need everybody to line up in an orderly fashion and stop crowding the gates.
You see some people do it, but some people kind of just look at you. Some people are just like actually stuck. I mean, they're like sandwiched between other people, so they physically cannot move. Like, this crowd is dense. It will take some time, but it looks like they are slowly trying to.
If we cannot do this, I'm gonna I'm gonna try and like be like him, you know? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you cannot follow my directions, you will be arrested.
Yeah, more people. I say roll performance. Roll a performance check for me.
1 move. +1. That's not good. That's wisdom, isn't it?
That is
13.
wisdom, yeah.
Let's hope a 13 works. The 13.
I'm thinking. It appears to have worked, yeah. The guards look at you with awe. Some look a bit suspicious because your voice is kind of different, and they kind of look between each other. But it appears that most of the line has begun
I'm gonna
ordering.
I'm gonna look at the ones that think I look suspicious. Is there something the matter?
No, sir. As they kind of just like go back amongst themselves.
You're
I'm
so
gonna
gonna be
say-
arrested for impersonating a guard captain.
I'm gonna say it's an hour. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just say to them, "Good. Then get back to controlling this crowd
Yes, sir.
properly."
Yes, sir. As they all start spreading amongst themselves, they get control of the crowd again.
How's the crowd looking now? Is it less chaotic?
It's less chaotic, yeah. They
Is
are.
it flowing better?
It's flowing better. They are actively trying to, well, form an orderly line to not get arrested. For starters.
Okay, I'm gonna tell who's like the highest ranking guard here besides like quote unquote me.
From what you can tell, no one.
I'm just gonna say. I'll just be like, if anything happens, come back to me. I'll be at the barracks.
Yes, yes, sir. As they salute you. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna get off the boxes and get moving back to the barracks.
Yeah, moving back to the barracks.
As I get deep into the crowd, I'm gonna kind of just duck my head down a bit and dispel the disguised self.
As you walk into the crowd, kind of just like pushing it out of the way a little bit, and then when you look around, you're too thick in the crowd for like anyone to really notice you. You disperse disguise self. The people around you seem very worried, and some get stuck back in shock, but you just kind of just quickly hush and hurry through the crowd again. But they lose you.
Okay.
And he has returned order.
And order has been returned.
Except for when word gets around that someone was impersonating the guard captain, there's literally gonna be one suspect, and it's gonna be that weird mage that showed up asking to help.
I'm going back to him to tell him that I fixed his problem.
And then it will be you that gets fingered for being the one who impersonated him, for sure.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe he'll be impressed. Maybe he will arrest me for impersonating a guard captain. Who knows?
You walk back up. He's there. You can hear him before you see him. Damn it! I told you. You know what? Forget it. Get out of my sight. As you go through the crowd, you see him. You see two guards. You see one of them actually crying. They kind of just hurry away.
I'm gonna get his attention.
Huh? What do you want? Oh, it's
I
you.
fixed your problem.
Oh, it's you.
I fixed your problem at the gate.
Already? And he looks past you. I can't see. Whatever. Emma, you needed something?
I was here to tell you.
Uh-huh. And? You told me.
Now what?
What do you mean, now what? Why'd you even come here?
To help.
And you did. Good job. Get out of my sight. I'm busy. It's dealing with some stupid nobles now.
Speaking of,
You extortionist master.
I'm trying to get a hold of someone.
Oh.
Lady Ashworth. But I can't get past the gate into the noble quarter area. Or the noble... What would it be called? Like
The noble quarters, yeah.
the noble area. We'll just say that because it's like the noble area of
Jenna-
town.
Jenna told you it's called the noble quarters just now.
Well, like the quarters would be like a single building they're in.
The noble wing, pretty much, right?
Yeah, like the noble portion of town. I'm trying to get in there to see her. But one of your guards stopped me.
Huh? Didn't she invite you? If she invited you, then she would have given you something. That's not my problem.
Do you know her?
Huh? No. Why would I know her? She serves under the king.
She really likes to ignore us. She hasn't listened to me.
Then she
I need
probably
access inside.
then she probably doesn't want to see you. Why are you bugging me about this?
Because your guards were the one that stopped me from going in.
It's because it's their job. So stop anyone from going in, besides people who have identification. Do you have identification? No. So what do you want me to do?
Do I have identification?
No.
What, do I need noble identification or
You,
just
you
some
need
kind of
you need
identification?
identification to get into the quarters, yeah. The wing.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to that guard at the gate.
As you
And
walk,
while I'm
as you just turn around and walk away. Ugh, stupid moronic idiot. As he's just huffs and walks back into the barracks.
while I'm walking over, I'm gonna try and get a hold of Ashworth through the ring.
You get a ring and you get an answer on the first try. I'm waiting. What are you doing? You're late.
They wouldn't let me in.
Huh?
I tried to go in, they wouldn't let me in.
You didn't tell them I sent you?
I did, they didn't let me in.
In the Collins.
Okay, I just keep walking to the gate.
You keep walking to the gate and then someone teleports right in front of you.
I assume this is you.
Yeah, you see Lady Ashworth. What do you want?
I was going to ask if you could. Actually, no. We talked about this. I talked about you, or I talked with you yesterday.
Right. You did. Yeah, I forgot.
I was hoping to get to Manulia. I was hoping you could teleport me there.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I only wish to be there for a couple weeks. When could you bring me back?
When I feel like it.
Well, I need to get back to my town. So it would have to be when I wish it.
You have that ring, don't you? And she points to the ring. You come back when you feel like it. Who knows?
Yeah, but if
Who
I
knows?
call
You might live there forever.
If I call you, will you answer and actually accept my request?
Depends if I'm busy or not.
How long does it take you to teleport somewhere?
When I feel like it.
That's not an answer.
Jesus. She seems really annoyed.
She like
She just seems annoyed now.
Is she just like a teenager? Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm very busy right now. Some nobles came from the Empire. They're annoying. You want to teleport to you want to
Empire?
teleport to Manulia? Fine, let's go. And she like grabs your arm and drags you. You're walking towards the noble quarter.
The Empire of Lyondell, you mean? Or
No, the Empire of Trom, a completely different continent
oh,
that you don't know much about. You know very little about that continent other than that they changed leadership not too long ago. Or long ago it was about 15 years ago they changed leadership. But the entire nation has been pretty much silent.
gotcha.
And that there's no one allowed in or out. There's no one allowed in, there's no travelers on it, but you can leave.
The country?
Yeah, the country. You can leave the country, but you're not allowed to come back inside.
Interesting.
Sounds like a good way to lose a lot of people in your population.
That's all you really know. But any magic, secrets, technology, nothing. You know nothing about it. They're a very well-kept secret.
While we're walking, I'm gonna ask who this empire is. And that I know not much of them.
The Empire of Trom. I don't know much about them either. They're very secretive. All I know is that they changed leadership not too long ago. At least the Emperor died in theory, and now his son has taken over. I met him once when he was a kid. He seemed alright. Albeit
How old is Lady Ashworth?
you don't know.
How old does appear to
she
be?
doesn't look too old, but
She's an
elves.
elf,
But
though.
elves.
Oh, so she could be hundreds of years old.
We can. I'm assuming teen years, type for elf. Like or early 20 type.
She's probably like in her like late hundreds, early 200s then.
I mean, you get to the gate of the noble quarter. The guards don't even hesitate to let you inside. They just open the gate immediately when they see you approaching.
I'm just gonna look back at them. Thank you. Is it the same one that's at
No,
the gate?
nope.
Never mind. I'm just I keep walking then.
When you enter her tower, you see the secretary just flooded in paper. There's paper everywhere on the floor, paper everywhere on the desk, there's paper on her head. She's covered in paper. You don't even you don't say hi to her. She doesn't even acknowledge your presence. She's just so lost in work. You go up the tower into Lady Ashworth's domain, her other realm. She brings you to her teleportation room. It's just a room with a pad on it, teleportation circle on it. Stand there. And she grabs the book and starts flipping through it. Nolia. This one. You standing there yet?
Yep.
So you want to be gone for how long? And she's like still flipping through pages.
I'll go for a week.
A week. Or in 7 days' time, at the exact time, you would toward it back here no matter what. Yada yada, so on, so on. Anyway, let's go. And she starts casting the spell. She casts a spell, and nothing happens. It just kind of fizzles out. This circle glows, and then it stops glowing. You see her face kind of just frowns a little bit. That's weird. She says the spell names again. And it doesn't work. It appears I'm not getting a connection. Perhaps their circle is turned off, or something.
Alright, well, I'm searching for knowledge on some runes that I could not read. I'm normally somewhat decent at reading some of these arcane, like, magical runes, but these ones were unfamiliar to me.
Magical runes, huh? I'm pretty expertise in those myself. What did they look like?
Can I, like, I don't think I wrote them down at all. Can I, like, try and draw them off memory?
Alright. With your
Be...
fairly good memory, you write down some of the runes you remember. Not all of them, because it's been like a couple days. Or more than that. Yeah, it's been a couple days. She kind of looks at it and examines it. I don't know this one either. And she then takes all the pages you've drawn and walks away. I'll examine it and come back later. You can leave.
Didn't we find the runes yesterday in game though?
The night before that.
No, it was like a couple. It was like days ago. No, it was week 2. You're on week 3 right now, so.
Alright. I'm just gonna kind of try and inform her as best I can quickly. We encountered a group of drow who fought us. We took a couple of them.
As soon as you say drow, she literally stops in her steps. You kind of what?
Drow. Are they also known as dark elves?
Yeah. Dark elves.
Dark elves. The weird elves of the Underdeep. We encountered a group of them who were... This same group were taking people from Haven, kidnapping them. We stopped a group, captured 2 of them. We got a good amount of information out of them. You'd have to talk more with the group who actually interrogated them, and then they were assassinated by
long-range magical assassination.
It was a long-range magical assassination of some kind. They melted in their skin. They melted. Oh, is it Elion? Yeah, Elion. Elion gave chase, and we ended up losing him, but we found a magic circle he used to escape that was destroyed afterwards. And those runes were used on the magic circle.
Yeah, while she's like looking at drawings, she appears to be listening to you, but she's kind of like more focused on the drawings. I see. Dark elves, huh?
Very possible it's drow night magic, and they it's a similar teleportation magic, but just using drow runes that she can't read because they're not in her language.
Drow. I see. And she starts walking away and starts mumbling something. You don't quite pick up.
Because normally in D&D, magic runes are unique to the actual individual casters. And the more different the caster is, the more different the rune is going to be. So if you imagine a regular elf and a drow are going to use very different types of magical runes.
Any kind of information on these guys could help.
No, she's already gone. You're just kind of standing in the teleporter room, and she's gone somewhere.
I'm just gonna yell out. She has a library, doesn't she?
Yeah. You don't know where you're in her pocket realm at the moment. You don't know where exactly she is because she left the room. So, but yeah, she can probably hear you.
I'm just gonna yell out. I'm gonna make my way to the library. Maybe find some. I don't know if you have anything on this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna look around.
Very well. You hear her yell back.
I'll just do that for a little while.
All right.
Give Aiden a chance to play.
Yep.
Aha.
Har.
Okay, what was I doing when I left off? So Jibiku had just left.
Yeah, Jipko's just left. You guys were technically
left the day
you
before.
and Elion were training together.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out of nowhere. It was like, I'm leaving.
Yep. You and Elion were training together.
Yeah. How many weeks has it been? We're on week 3.
Yeah, you're on week 3.
This is roughly the 4th week of our entire adventure, right?
Yeah.
My weapon takes a month to attune to it, right? Something like that. Let me check my inventory. It does not say how I attune to it in the inventory thing I wrote.
It was just 30 days of having the weapon and being deemed worthy, so...
Janner, I forgot. I have a lot of other magical items that I don't think I gave anybody.
You do? Like what?
Actually, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I ever wrote them down. A black magical dagger, giant spear that looks like an eyedropper, drains blood,
That's neat.
cold great sword. Gotta kill someone with the weapon to attune. Black magical dagger doesn't require attunement. It deals extra damage when used to attack twice. A crown made of thorns.
What does that do?
Owned by a king, rejuvenation or something, massive healing abilities.
Sounds
Metallic
interesting.
javelin, attunement unknown, ruby glows, and javelin starts to float, potentially a returning javelin.
So the crown of thorns is interesting. How does that work? Does it like
Don't
do
know.
you
I haven't.
say an activation word and then it heals you, or?
Probably have to attune to it, but I don't think I rolled high enough to ever figure that out how.
Okay. Well, I'm interested in that magic item now. If you want to give it to me when you're on your way back to the town, and I can check it out, maybe even try tuning to it or explore
probably
how to use it.
I'll probably spend a night here in Lyondell researching.
Oh, let's say we're actually having this conversation. You decided to call us back and was like, "Hey, I have these magic items that I forgot to lend out to you guys. Here they are." And I'm on the other side of the ring talking into it in the courtyard at
Sure.
Haven.
So Janner, I'll just look into those for a couple hours. Like I'll look into the books for like an hour, 2 hours, see if I can find anything, and then I'll use the rest of my time finding like a inn and just attuning. Or not attuning, and identifying a lot of those.
You have rooms in her tower. She gave you rooms, albeit so you won't use.
We all have rooms.
There are spare rooms that you could probably use. She allowed you to ask. She allowed you to use them last time you were in there. So.
All right. I forgot about those. To be honest, I forgot those even existed.
Yeah, well, it's not like you go to her tower a lot. So.
Right. It's been a while.
When Jipku called you, told you the situation, he's gonna spend time in Lionel. He couldn't go to Manulia because the teleporter wasn't working. Teleportation circle wasn't working. He's gonna spend time in a Lionel. In Lady Ashworth Tower and in her library to learn some information before he does other things. So, yeah.
All right, that's dandy. Make sure you hurry back.
Oh yeah, Carson's not coming.
He's not coming.
He's not coming.
What happened? Is he all right?
Life happened. That's what he said. So.
Oh, all right. I guess it's just the two of us today. That's all right. I'll roll with it. I'll be the leader of the party for now.
All right.
I will lead us into a bright future.
All right.
All right. I guess first order of business that I need to, check off is check out the base construction, how that's going. We decided to build it like right here, right? Trying to select. Oh, I have my measuring tool right here, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
It's right there, pretty
so
much.
Having all the trees cleared out from the edge of the lake in about a couple acres in.
Yeah.
So we have a big clear area to build the fortress in.
Yeah, as you approach the area where your keep is being built, the trees have been cleared in the 2 weeks. The 2 weeks time that they actually started construction. It's been 2 weeks, or it's been 2 weeks. Yeah. So the first week was pretty much planning and getting rid of the debris, and the second week is still getting rid of the debris and beginning construction of some of the stuff. You see, some of the frame has been built. Progress has been fairly slow because there's just a lot of trees. There's a lot of trees here.
It's okay though, because we can refashion a lot of those trees into being part of the fortress and reuse and recycle and whatever. I also want those stumps pulled because we can't just have a shit ton of tree stumps on our property. That'd be dangerous.
They're pulling the stumps, but that takes time.
Right.
They're not magic users. Most of them are just men.
They have big stump pulling catapult looking things. I know they had that back then.
Yeah, they are using that. It still takes some time because there's a lot of trees here. Especially in the area you wanted. There's a lot of trees in the area that they're clearing for the keep's construction.
I guess they look more like a trebuchet actually, but either way. Where's the architect? Is he visible on the worksite?
He appears to be visible. They set up like a little tent and you see him walking into it holding what appears to be like a board with a bunch of paper on it.
Well, I'm gonna follow him in.
Walk into this spacious tent. There's just a bunch of desks. There's some building tools. There's a bunch of just stuff for building and a lot of paper around. There's just a lot of paper around. And there also appears to be like a sealed letter that was just sitting there. It catches your eye because it's kind of out of place. And you see the architects.
What caught my eye? I missed that detail.
What appears to be a sealed letter just sitting on a desk. The architect is not near it. He just appears to be mumbling to himself about something, kind of just flipping pages.
All right. I don't know if you guys can do this. Oh yeah, hi. I didn't say hi. Hi.
Huh?
I don't know if you guys can do this.
Yes. Hello.
But there's an extra feature I need you guys to include in our fortress that I think is very important in the case of an emergency. So this is gonna take a bit of digging, probably, but you guys are capable of doing it. I'm gonna do some scouting to find a good place to link it up to. I'll get back to you, but just know that you guys are gonna need some digging equipment in the near future. So if you guys want to order some of that too to bring out here, because I noticed you don't have a ton, because you're not digging much more than a foundation. You're now digging more than a foundation, but I will be back to you on that.
Right.
I give him just a thumbs up.
Right.
Okay. See you maybe tomorrow or later today, whenever I'm done doing what I'm doing.
As you leave, you notice that as you leave, turn to leave, his face is just bewildered. He's just, what?
The little goblin guy who's given me practically no orders just shows up and tells me I'm going to be doing a lot of digging.
Huh? You hear him say, huh? As you're leaving.
Okay, Janner, my plan is to make a potential escape tunnel in the
I
case that we need to flee
figured.
the fortress.
I figured as much.
Yeah. So what I want to do is connect it to maybe a cave system that may be underground, or that, or maybe there's a cave that leads to like an underground section of the lake or something that we could swim through to get out.
All right.
So I want to head to the lake and see if I can find any caves along the southern edges of it.
You head to the lake. You head to the edge of the lake. You look over the side. You don't see any caves on the side of the cliff.
Right. Hmm.
I mean, the cliff isn't very tall, to be fair. It's tall enough, but it's not that tall. It's maybe
Right.
maybe only
I don't
like
want them to be digging out caverns for us to flee through, so I was hoping to use a natural cave system that would be less likely to collapse than anything they dig.
You do note while investigating the lake and the surroundings, the water appears to be pretty deep, especially here in the middle part.
Right. I wish we had a helmet of water breathing. I'd be going down there and searching for a cave entrance. But we don't, do we? We don't have any kind of magic items like that.
No.
What to do? And diving equipment really isn't a thing you can acquire in this situation.
No, it does not, unfortunately. Diving equipment, while it does exist, is far and few between. Considering you're on pretty much the mainland, not a lot of people are going to sell it.
Right. Huh. And we can't just dig in a random direction looking for a tunnel underground, because that would just be like strip mining in Minecraft and get bad fast.
Yeah. You would ruin the terrain.
We'd ruin the underground terrain, and
it would cost a lot of money if you're getting people to do it.
Yeah, we'd probably cause like a cave in somewhere, and we'd be responsible for that, and it's just not a move. How do we do this? Actually, you may not need to have an underground tunnel. What if we just dug a hole to go straight out the side of the cliff?
Yeah, you could do that, yeah. There, as you walk around the cliff.
It would just travel down and sideways a few hundred feet and land us jumping off the cliff into the lake. Or about halfway down the cliff.
Yeah, as you walk along the cliff, you do know that some areas are of a higher elevation than others. Specifically, as you walk around like half the lake, because you just kind of did that. You know, the areas right here and right here, or sorry, right here of our higher elevation.
Okay. Then I'll report back to the architect. Let him know that we need where to dig the tunnel.
All right.
So I'm gonna go back to the tent. He's what is he? Is he ordering more equipment? Or like giving the order to send someone like a courier back to Lyondell for the equipment notice?
As you walk into the tent, before that you hear an argument before you even reach the tent. You notice the architect or the foreman and what appears to be a worker of some kind. They're having an argument about something.
Instead of just barging in, I'm gonna like stand outside and listen for a moment. I know that's eavesdropping and not very cool, but I'm very curious.
So they're trying to be a bit hushed.
Do I have to roll perception?
No, because you're standing right outside the tent. It's thin paper, pretty much.
All right.
It's only like cloth and fabric. No, not really gonna stop much voices.
All right. What do I hear?
I told you this is not a good idea. What do you mean it's not a good idea? I know it's a good idea, but I'm telling you it's not. How do you know it's a good idea? We're building a keep under the king's orders for these people I've never heard of in my life. I've no idea who they are. One of them is a goblin, for God's sake. Another one is a robot. One of them is a machine. Yeah, but it's under the king's orders. We can't exactly say no to him. Do you want to be executed? Do you want to be put in the prison? Well, no, I don't. Then just get back to work. I'll figure it out. You hear them both. You hear the foreman sigh, and then you hear some shuffling inside, and then the worker comes out. Oh,
I make sure to. Oh shit!
oh,
I was about to say something. I was to say I make sure the second I hear the conversation end that someone's walking towards the door, I go around the side of the tent to not be noticed by the
oh,
worker.
that's fine. Yeah, you go around the side of the tent quickly. You shuffle over with your quick speed. You see the worker come out. He looks a bit tired. It's pretty. It's like late afternoon now. It seems like he's been working hard all day.
Right.
And he just kind of like scratches the back of his head and heads off towards the sleeping areas, or heads off towards the construction zone.
I kind of slowly make my way back into the tent, making my presence known this time instead of surprising him. Like, hey.
He looks over. Ah, it's you. You
So,
mentioned something about digging a tunnel. Yes, I have begun ordering supplies. As he's kind of saying, he's like rubbing his forehead. Oh, I've ordered some supplies. It'll take some time to get here.
that's all right. Thank you for that. Is there an issue among the men?
He looks up at you. You heard that?
Sadly, yeah.
He sighs deeply. Yes, some workers are just not satisfied with the circumstances. That's all.
Well, okay. I found a spot off the side of the cliff where I need the tunnel to be dug to. I wrote it down. I kind of like started digging through my big backpack,
All right.
and then it's a crude drawing of the side of the lake and an X on it, where I want the tunnel dug to. Here you go.
He takes it from you. He kind of looks at it. And he kind of like flips it a little bit. Starts like flipping it around, turns it upside down. Where
Do you want me to just show you?
is this? It's the lake, yes, but where is this? He's kind of he's like opening and closing it again, as if it's gonna. He's like opening. He's like doing like the dragon scroll. He's opening and closing as if it's gonna change. Um, um
Okay,
yes,
I'll show you.
perhaps you could show me where you wanted it.
As we start walking out the tent, I'm immediately like, okay, don't judge too much. I'm not exactly an artist.
It's quite all right. I know people much worse than you.
In fact, I don't even know how to write my own name. I like give him like a dumb smile as we're walking. By the way, I'm not wearing all my equipment. I have my weapon on me, but I'm not like wearing armor or anything because it's not like I'm gonna be going out and fighting things.
Yeah.
I just have my backpack with my general supplies and I have my weapon on my back, and that's it.
All right. You do know that he's walking with a cane. You didn't really notice it because he wasn't really holding it the first time you saw him, but he's walking behind just with a little like. If he does have some sort of leg problem, is what I'm trying to say.
All right.
So he's a bit slower, but
Do you need help walking?
no, that's quite all right.
As we continue to walk.
You continue to.
You seem like a pretty hard worker. I respect you for that. You do what needs to get done, and you do what you're told, even though you may not always think it's the best idea.
Yes, I thank you for that. I was raised that way, after all. Listen to what your elders say, and so on.
How long is the walk over to
The
where
walk?
at the spot?
That spot, the first spot, was like 10 minutes.
Okay.
You walk over some terrain, and so on.
Maybe helping him over like a set of rocks you have to cross or anything like
Yeah,
that.
you help him over some set of rocks. You help him up a little like hill a bit. You reach the spot, and it's a great view. There's a great view of the lake that you're about to dig right through. He pulls out the crude drawing. Oh, I see now. As he looks at the spot. This is a pretty good drawing, my friend.
See, I drew what I saw.
Yeah, you did indeed draw. You did indeed drew what you saw. Right.
I'm gonna point. All right, I want the tunnel coming out right there. Do you think you guys could pull that off?
Right there. As you see, he starts like, he turns around, he starts like pointing his finger between that spot and back to the thing. And you see he's doing some like calculations. He's mumbling some stuff. Perhaps we would probably have to get rid of. I'm gonna have to, because this land is not even. You see, so we probably have to get rid of some of the trees, but that shouldn't be an issue.
That's okay. If you could though, I prefer if you could just figure out how to get through the roots instead, because a line of trees being missing going towards the lake doesn't make for a very good secret tunnel.
No, it would not. That is true.
You could try digging it deeper underground too, so the tree roots aren't a problem.
Yes, I have thought of that. There is a mine near here, so it might not be the best option.
Isn't it a few miles south of here?
It is, but that mine is fairly big as far as I'm aware. That's what I've heard, at least from some of my friends that have worked there in their time.
If we break into the mine, then it'll just be a secret other path we could take. How about that?
Right. It could be done. It would take some time, but obviously it won't be done until the keep is pretty much finished.
Oh, I don't even need it done by the time the keep's finished. Sometime after that's a-okay.
I see. Then it should.
First priority is the keep itself, though. Keep that in mind. This is just an extra task I'm adding on to that.
Right. That should be fine.
All right. Pleasure doing business, sir. I reach my hand up here, shake hands with them.
You reach your hand like a white and a full 45 degrees up. He grabs it and he shakes your hand. Yes, it's good doing business.
All right. So I ask you, are you back to your tent now?
He looks back at the sky. It's getting a bit late. Perhaps we should go back.
I nod and we have a silent trek back.
You have a silent trek back. You have a silent trek back. I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh no, oh god, oh no.
Oh god, oh no, I need you to roll a perception check, my friend.
Oh god, oh no, please. I have +5.
Ooh.
24.
Ooh.
That's almost a nat 20, dog.
It's too quiet. For starters, you're in a forest. It's way too quiet.
I put my hand up silently, as if just tell him to stop walking to be quiet.
Yeah, yeah. The architect kind of stumbles a little bit. What is it?
Shh. Listen closely. Do I hear anything at all?
Snap. You turn around, your head flicking to the side, just on instinct. Snap. Something's following you.
I'm gonna whisper, okay, it's behind us. You keep heading towards the tent. Try to be brisk but quiet.
As you turn your back, you look around to make sure there's no one else. The architect starts heading towards the tent a little bit, or in a brisk manner. At least in what he can, because he's walking with a cane with a limp.
It's a bit of a speedy hobble. I get that.
Like a speedy hobble in the way.
That's why I didn't tell him to run. I knew he couldn't run.
As you are watching for the tent, the architect kind of just the forest. It's now sunset, and the forest is getting very dark. You walk. You feel like you should have gone to the tent by now.
That's even worse. There's something magically going on.
You're being followed by something. The architect kind of looks and whispers to you, "Shouldn't we have gone back by now? This was the right way, wasn't it?"
It was only a 10-minute walk, and my sense of direction's never wrong.
Follow the
There's something else going on.
follow the riverbed. And so he kind of trying to like judge the distance from where he was to where he is now. Follow the riverbed. As he is looking around, where's the riverbed?
I look around, realizing there's nothing. That it's
There's
not there.
there's no riverbed. You're somewhere in the forest.
How did we get lost?
I don't know. I don't know. He's beginning to panic. I don't know.
Okay, keep a grip. We're gonna be fine.
Right. Keep a grip. Snap. The architect gets like panicked. He starts like hobbling away faster. He's making a lot of noise now.
I'm covering his six, and I'm keeping an eye on where the noise was coming from. And I'm kind of walking backwards behind him as he rushes forward.
He's breathing heavily. He's trying to find where he's going. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get lost in the forest. I'm gonna die.
At this point, I'm not saying much to try to calm him down. He's not gonna listen to me. Instead, I'm just gonna do my best to keep him alive, despite the circumstances of him panicking, and there being something following us, and we're somehow lost, even though I know this forest inside and out.
This
Something's very wrong.
far into the forest, you're unsure of, as you've been closer to your tribe, and some of it, but not
Right.
too far past the town of Haven.
Let's see. So what I have on me is my Explorer's pack, and my Eye of the Thunder Gods and Ring of Communication. The rest of my shit is all at the tavern in Haven.
Okay. What the okay, there. Jesus.
So that includes like my Champion's deck,
Yeah.
yellow and black potions,
Your armor.
my armor, my actual sword.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, does it seem apparent to me that it knows where we are, as if it's like actually intentionally following us, or it's something walking nearby.
Something is following you. You do know that while you were in the time frame, it went from one to a couple more. From what you can gather, it's probably wolves. Or some other sort of nighttime predator.
Okay.
As you're
Turn
stumbling,
back to him, and in a rushed, like a hushed, but still very prominent tone. Okay, it's probably just a wild animal. Nothing I can't handle. You're not going to die. You're going to be fine.
right. As he starts looking around, "Hey, over there, I see a clearing over there. As he points to your left.
We should make way for the clearing. It's easier to fight wild animals in an open area.
You make way. You make your way to the clearing. And you get into the clearing. You rush back out. Here, the guy is around when I put him down. This guy right here. He backs up against the rock, kind of just looking around a bit. You back up, you stand in front of him, looking around. It is
there
getting...
any more noises to like signal where an animal could be?
They are hiding in the forest, but yes, they are there.
They're probably circling us right now, like spreading out around the edges.
Yeah, probably. Most
Wolves
likely.
like to wolves like to do that. When they think they've cornered something, they'll spread out to make sure they can't escape. I would know this. I'm not metagaming. I would know
Yeah.
this being
No,
the
no,
creature
yeah,
that's
yeah,
lived in this
you would know
forest.
this. That the wolves are most likely circling the clearing, making sure that you can't leave.
I'd start shooting with my magic bow. You know, I wouldn't be wasting arrows, and I'd probably
Yeah.
scare a couple off. But I don't have that. I can't summon any lightning, or I don't even know I'd be able to do that. But if I could, I'd do that. If I knew I'd be able to. I can't do that. Hmm. Thinking. Features. Hmm. I could do an intimidation thing. Animals are afraid of loud noises. I don't know if the wolves would really be intimidated by a small creature making a bunch of loud noise, but it's probably better than just sitting here looking like prey.
You can definitely try.
There's a rock here.
There's a pretty big rock there, yes.
That's perfect. That's all I need. What do you think would be louder, Janner? Slamming the butt of my halberd against the rock, or like the flat side of my blade?
You the butt side.
Probably the butt side, yeah.
Could
That's what
risk
I'm
breaking
thinking.
your blade if you hit the.
It's magic, it won't break.
It's a powerful magic weapon. I don't think it'd break, but probably the butt. Okay, I'm gonna whisper to him, like warning him that I'm probably about to, so I don't actually startle him, make
Alright.
him run or anything. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm about to start making a loud noise. Just be prepared for that.
Alright, I understand.
I just start slamming on the rock as loud as I possibly can with the butt of the
As you say that,
halberd.
he backs up against the rock even more, and just kind of he's like pulls out his cane like a weapon. He's just kind of holding the cane like a weapon. He's to defend himself.
Just screaming and yelling and chanting in Goblin, making as much loud guttural noises as possible.
All right. Roll intimidation.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I have a -1 because my shitty charisma and my small stature, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's a 9.
You startled the architect.
Yeah, I could guess as much. He seems like an easily scared person.
Oh my god. The wolves do not seem... You hear a couple of them shuffle away, but not all. Some are still... You can hear them circling you. As you are standing on top of the rock.
Right. So I have a view of the whole clearing.
You have a view of the whole clearing, yeah. You hear shuffling. It is now turning nightfall. And you hear some shuffling in the forest, and you see what appears to be a dire wolf come out in front of you.
Jesus Christ. There's a pack of dire wolves.
You hear shuffling all around you, and you look all around you to your left, right, center, and you see more wolves come out of the forest.
This is a bad situation. 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. The dire wolf does appear to be the leader, judging from just size.
Oh, there's 4 regular wolves and a dire wolf?
Yeah.
Or are they all dire wolves?
There's 4 regular wolves and 1 dire wolf. This is the dire wolf up here.
Yeah, I guess that he was the pack leader, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's so many wolves. Oh my god. Don't panic. Don't panic.
At first I'm gonna shout down in Goblin, then realize I'm speaking Goblin, and correct myself. You need to calm down. There's only 5.
Yeah, but we only have 1. I'm not a fighter. I have a cane.
Keep making a loud noise and make it hard for them to focus. I'll kill them all.
Alright. He gets his cane. Damn you! He's swinging his cane in the air. Get away from me! As he's just flicking the cane. The wolves are approaching you. They do stop in the midst of his chaotic fury, pretty much.
His fear-filled
His
fury.
fear-filled fury of whipping the cane around the air.
Okay.
He's
I'm gonna
not.
step down from the rock around the
He
side.
is not a very intimidating guy. The wolves do not seem afraid. You see the direwolf actually lick their lips.
Well, I'm stepping down in front of them.
Alright.
Keep going. It'll make for a distraction.
Alright, I understand.
I don't even wait. I'm rolling initiative. I'm going
Yep.
for the direwolf right away.
Yep.
I'm not gonna wait for them to come at me.
Alright.
So I have to keep in mind that I'm not wearing armor. So I'm gonna unequip in my inventory real quick.
Yep. And we're gonna roll the wolves as a pack and the direwolf separately. The wolves
Alright,
got
armor class
12.
is probably. I think it's gonna be like 13. Yeah, 13.
The
really low.
direwolf got a 4. Damn
Alright,
it.
let me roll. What's my initiative? +3. Okay.
Damn it. Direwolf got a 4. You're first.
Yeah, I've got a 14.
You're first. You're first.
You sad the direwolf got 4?
No, I'm just sort of, yeah. Yeah. You feel, as you ready yourself, you feel droplets on your shoulder, and you look up. It's cloudy and looks like it's gonna rain. The sun is just setting now, so it's gonna be dark fairly soon. Which means you need some sort of. You don't need a light because you have dark vision, but he might.
It's okay. When we're done with this, I can guide him through the dark. He doesn't need to see to fight. I mean, to make noise.
You hear him just
Okay,
like.
so it's my turn first, right?
Yeah, yeah. You hear him just yelling behind you, swinging his cane above you. Get away from me!
Yeah, I can attack the direwolf from back here.
Alright. Hold a
Let's
hit.
see. Yeah, I have a +9. Already 20 +9.
Oh.
That's a nat 20.
Uh-huh.
So that's a crit, baby!
Oh.
Woo!
Oh.
R1d10 +6. So that's 16 damage.
Alright.
Is it alive?
Yes.
I'm hitting it again.
Alright.
That's an 18 +9. That hits?
Yes. You're gonna hit it like no matter what. Unless you roll like a 4.
Okay, I roll lowest damage. I deal 7 more damage.
Alright.
It's alive?
Yes. It looks.
Okay.
Actually, no, it doesn't even look bloodied. It looks hurt, but not too bloodied.
I'm gonna use the remainder of my movement. Well, another 10 feet. Step back, so I can be in a more protective stance. Okay,
Alright.
that's my turn.
Alright. The wolves are going. The direwolf howls, and it seems like the wolves. Then the wolves start running at you. You get 2 attacking you, because you're kind of in the way, and you get this guy which is flanking, trying to go behind, and you get this one that actually climbs onto the rock.
That's bad. We don't want it above us on the rock. I can still swing at it easily from the ground, but like, still gonna be annoying.
Yeah, it
It's
climbs
gonna
the
be-
rock. It climbs the rock.
I'm not saying it couldn't. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
it's annoying from my perspective.
Direwolf does not appear to have moved, as he appears to be the commanding leader of this pack.
He's probably waiting. He's probably 1 injured, 2 waiting for a chance to go in for the kill.
Yeah. Well, 2 are going to attack you. Oh, the
Armor class is 13.
what, music's over? What?
Wait, the music ended, really?
Because it was only like 3 minutes.
Oh, just loop it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Here's.
Okay. I was about to do that, but you got it.
They're going to attack you. They get.
Alright. What do they roll?
Does 13 hit
13
you?
hits
Okay, does it? Yes.
and 22
Yes.
hits. Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Oh
Alright,
god,
so
they
you
only have
take.
to roll a 10 to hit me.
Yeah. half the dice will hit you, guaranteed.
Okay, how much damage do I take?
You take. Let me just add them both.
I'm actually gonna have to use my features in this fight, I think. Definitely using my second wind and action surge. Oh, I can also add Fury of the Small if a hit doesn't kill.
I'm just adding
I
both.
need
I'm adding
more
both the
damage.
damages. What the fuck? You take 12 points of damage. Boy,
Shit.
it's a piercing damage.
I don't think that makes
As
a difference.
as the wolves bite into your flesh, you shake them off, but blood is now pouring down your arm.
68 minus 12 is
54,
50,
54, 56.
Yeah, I was gonna say
56.
56. Okay. I still got a decent bit of HP. Alright, is that their turn?
That is their turn, yeah. It's not a direwolf's turn. He just kind of moves over here. He closes in, but not too. Actually, was he here?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's gonna go over here. He's gonna just circle around over here. That's your turn. It is your turn now.
Fuck me. Okay. An attack. I'm actually gonna step aside here. I'm gonna attack the one on the rock.
All right. You turn around, swing your hammer upwards. You barely miss Arctic by like a hair. He dodges the miss to avoid your attack, because the wolf's like right above him.
Yeah. Fuck!
No, that doesn't
That
hit.
one.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
Alright, swing again.
That
It's
is.
a 20.
That is.
Does 15 damage kill?
15 damage. Let's see. It's definitely it's bloodied, but it does not kill. The wolf seems heavily.
Okay.
The wolf seems heavily damaged though.
Hmm. To make sure this guy doesn't get fucking pounced on by a wolf, I'm using action surge to protect him.
All right.
So I'm gonna consume action surge real quick. Use. I'm gonna attack it one more time.
All right.
I got the same roll. I got a 15.
15. You got. Yep. It hits.
D10 plus 6. I deal 12 more damage.
As the wolf, like you hit the wolf and it kind of yelps a bit. It goes in for the lunge, and that guy, you lop his head off. His body just flies and crumbles onto the floor in
Oh
front
my
of
god,
you.
is the architect covered in wolf
Yeah,
blood?
yeah, they're just covered in blood. The corpse just slides all the way across the ground. Its head is just on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna step back here to
Oh my god.
once again be in front of all the wolves.
Oh my god.
Shoot, how much does second wind replenish? Because I might use that now. I'm gonna wait until my next turn to use second wind, because it might overheal me if I use it now. So, that's my turn.
You see the architect crumbles onto the floor. Oh my god.
Keep yelling.
As he's like whipping his cane in the air. You see,
Alright.
it is the wolf's turn. This, as they now see that you are, they see you are a threat now. And you've killed one of their kin.
Yeah, they're gonna be pissed. I wonder if I kill the leader, they'll all just burst
No,
out of
no,
intimidation.
yes. Alright. two of them attack. One you just slap in the face. Another one you just hit it with the hilt of your weapon. And another one, when you're doing hitting the hilt, another one bites your leg. Ugh. And you can shake it off.
Alright, what's the damage?
It is. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Alright, that's not bad.
No, that's not too bad.
I'm guessing it's like a d10 plus 3 or something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh no, the damage is a d4 plus 2.
Oh shit, I was completely off.
These are like normal wolves.
Okay. Oh, the roll to hit is a d20 plus 3 though.
Yeah.
I know that. Anyways. It's the direwolf's turn.
It is Direwolf's turn. Seeing you kill one of his kin. Ow! and you hear, you don't hear anything, but you appear it seems he's calling for reinforcements.
Fuck, man. I know I can handle these guys, but I don't know if I can handle too many more.
Yeah, can you handle like because it seems like a hunting party more than a pack. Or it is a pack, but it seems like more like a hunting party.
I imagine in these really dangerous woods, you need a pretty big group of wolves to get a successful hunt. So.
Especially with the oligarchical tribe that did exist at a point. That entire thing pretty much like destroyed the entire ecosystem of the forest. The entire tribe
because
itself.
there's tons of goblins who aren't out there hunting anymore.
Yeah. The direwolf howls, and they kind of like back up a little bit, and that's all.
Okay.
They're growling, but they seem more competent. Like their intelligence is higher. They seem like they're actually thinking about something. A bit, whatever they can, whatever the beast can think of, at least.
If I had to speak to animals, I'd try some intimidation thing right now. Like, you saw what happened to your friend. You can all be spared if you leave now, or something like that. But I can't do that, so. Oh, God. I just gotta keep killing them until they back off.
Yeah. Oh, wolves get pack tactics. I won't use that. It'd be dumb.
Pack tactics are. I mean, it's what makes them good. That's the only thing that makes them challenging in an encounter.
Yeah.
I'd recommend you use it. I forgot that about it, though, too.
So did I. Guess I'll use it now.
Anyways, that gives them a bonus when hitting when other allies, right?
It gives them advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally is incapacitated.
Yep. It works the same with kobolds. I completely forgot about that.
Yep, that's why I looked at it, I was like, do I use that? That'd be 6 rolls attack on you. That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot.
It'll probably be 4.
They don't do a lot of damage, to be fair, but still like 6 rolls against you. That's a lot.
Okay, I'm attacking the one to my left.
To your left, okay. This one.
I want to clear out all the ones anywhere near the guy right away.
All right.
Okay, that's 27.
Yeah.
Hits.
Yeah.
7 plus 6. 67, 6. That's max damage. 16 damage.
16 damage. It looks hurt.
I'm gonna use Fury of the Small. That should add some damage. Let's see. How was size large enemies, you can cause attack or spell the extra damage to creature. The extra damage equals your level. Once you use this trait, you can use it again, so you finish short 1 rest. So I deal damage equal to my level, which is 8 more damage.
8 more damage, okay. As you hit it, it yelps in pain, doesn't seem defeated, you just punch it in the face and it just goes down like a brick. It is not dead yet, but it's gonna die soon from just bleeding out. So.
Okay, well that one probably can't even fight, so I'm gonna leave it. I can't shoot. Should I use my healing this turn at 52 out of 60 out of like 68? Something like that. Fuck, I forgot that I can re-roll damage if it's a 1 or 2. I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Be sure to keep
I rolled a 1 earlier and I should have.
Yeah, be sure to keep your class abilities in mind.
I have a lot of them.
Yes, I know. I know. Fighters have a lot. All classes have a lot.
Shit, also, on your turn when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make 1 melee action as your bonus action.
Oh. Go ahead. You brought him to negative. You brought him to negative 2 HP.
So yeah, I'll use my bonus action. Because Superior to Small is use a bonus action, right? Yeah, it just deals extra damage based on your current attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll use that bonus action attack to hit the one. I'll hit this one.
All right. Roll the hit.
Wait, I already had another attack, didn't I? Or was that my second one I used?
I think that was your. No, that was your first. That was your first attack.
Yeah. Okay. So
you have an extra attack and a bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that on the guy to the right.
Cause fighters.
28, so 10 plus 6.
Don't you crit on 19s? Or is that totally?
Yes, that's a crit.
Yeah, I was like,
that's 20 damage.
Don't you crit on 19s?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I haven't played in so long. Yeah, that's 20 damage then.
You just instantly kill it.
Okay, I am using my bonus attack. Attack the one in front of me then too.
In your fury of trying to protect the architect, you punch the wolf in the face, immediately turn around and just cleave your halberd right in the wolf's head, just cuts the head in two. You rip it out and the wolf just crumbles on the floor into the bloody mess.
This next attack is a 24 that hits.
That hits, yep.
RD 10 6.
14.
Okay, I deal 14 more damage.
This one is hurt. Very, very hurt. But not dead.
Right. I've got kind of a gauge on where their health is. It's in the upper teens.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a good turn. I'll take it.
That was
turn.
a good turn, yeah. It is now the wolf's turn. It is...
Right as we talk about using pack tactics, they immediately lose you at their advantage the next turn because I killed 2 of them.
Yep. It has realized that it has realized that this creature it's fighting cannot be won in numbers and tries to run away, which means you get opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I haven't used my reaction yet.
Yep.
My only reaction I really get is opportunity attacks. Fuck.
Wow.
Oh wait.
You
No,
reroll-
never mind.
No, you don't get the reroll because it's not attack. Yeah.
It's not damage.
It's not a
yeah.
damage roll yet.
For a second I thought I could reroll and I was like, wait, no, I can't do that. So I rolled a 10, I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah.
Oh.
The wolf runs back towards the dire wolf to regroup. The dire wolf kind of like circles you again.
Yes.
I'm less afraid now. I think I can kick this dire wolf's ass. I'm going right at it on my next turn. Oh wait, it is my turn, isn't it?
It's the dire wolf's turn.
Oh, it's not done. I thought it was just moving.
Yeah, the dire wolf was moving. It appears to be going to a certain spot. It appears to be going like right over here. And you hear some shuffling in the forest now. It is also starting to rain.
I would tell the architect to run, but I don't know where they are or which directions they're in.
Yeah.
So if he runs anywhere in the forest, he could immediately be just pounced on. His safest spot is right next to me.
Yeah, the architect kind of looks at you and says, "Are you sure you're all right?" As he is looking around, he can hear it too. There's a lot of shuffling around you.
I'll live and you will too.
God, I don't get paid enough for this. I'm gonna enjoy a nice beer when I get back.
I'll treat you to it. And then I turn back to the wolves. Okay. Is that the dire wolf's turn now?
It's the dire wolf's turn. They go right here, and you hear shuffling behind him, and
So
shuffling all around you.
Fuck, there's a whole other wave of wolves. I don't know how big it is.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let's see here. Alright, I can move right there.
All right.
I am going to attack it.
Six.
15?
15 does hit. Yes.
Is that like a barely a hit?
Yeah. 14 armor class, natural. Well,
Oh,
16 actually.
okay. 11. Wait, 16? So it
16,
doesn't
yeah,
hit?
I just looked, it does not hit.
Okay, then
Dar-
I'll roll again.
Dire was of high AC. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought they had the same
That's
as
alright.
wolves. I thought they had the same as wolves. That's the same
Fuck, I
number.
rolled the same exact
The
roll.
same number.
Okay, well, now that I miss him twice, he saw my attack coming. He's being cunning. I'm gonna step
Yeah.
back with my remaining 5 feet.
All right. It's beginning to rain now, and in the distance you hear a boom, like a crack of thunder in the sky. It lights up the sky, and you see the sky. And as you look around, you see wolves everywhere in the forest.
Shit, like
You are
20
so
of
you
them.
are surrounded.
What?
You are surrounded.
Fuck! I can't kill that many. And I don't have any strategies to scare them off, besides maybe killing the dire wolf.
The architect climbs up the rock. He's looking around frantically. He's waving his cane. The wolves, they don't care. They're all approaching the rock, and you have like you've 5 approaching you, including the dire wolf.
And if I had spells, if I had anything, if I was anything but a fighter, this would be a lot better.
Like they're approaching. They're all approaching the rock.
Because like even if I was a fucking goblin rogue, God, I could at least be the one person to survive this. That'd be cowardly, but that'd be a way out.
Yeah.
I've got to kill the dire wolf.
Get
Like,
away!
literally
Get
no-
away from
no
me!
other way.
Get away from me! The architect just swinging his cane madly in there.
Fend them off for a little bit. I have a plan.
The plan? What plan? What do you mean fend them off?
I don't know if they can hear me. Just
Fend them off as one of them runs at him and leaps up and grabs him, and you lose sight of him because
he's behind the rock.
yeah, he's behind the rock. You're standing right here, and this one leaps over and just takes him off the rock. Ah! You hear him tumble around. You hear him screaming. You don't see him anymore. And
Jesus
the
Christ.
wolves are approaching him. It is now the dire wolf's turn. You see them get ready to like pounce at you. You start back instinctually, but it's too late. They already pounced at you, and they were aiming directly for your arm. Your weapon rips away out of your hand as it flies out, and its blade first right into the ground. You're pinned to the floor. As the wolves are all approaching you, getting ready to enjoy their next meal. You're struggling to get free, as this wolf starts sniffing you, and starts like he's about to like bite your neck. You look to your weapon, and you see something. What appears to be like you reach out for your weapon, and then boom! A flash of thunder and lightning strikes the weapon. It blinds you. You look at the weapon. It's glowing with lightning, and it flies into your hand. Oh yes.
Got him. I'm
Oh,
Goblin
yes.
Thor.
Oh yes. You look at it, you feel empowered. The direwolf looks afraid. It leaps off of you. It leaps off before you get the chance to attack. The wolves back up instinctually. You get up, you feel power coursing through your veins. You are now attuned to your weapon.
Fuck yes! 2d8 lightning damage! Woo! Cam, do you know what this means?
Fine.
Cam, do you know what this means?
Shit, don't tell him.
Okay, I'm not telling you, never mind.
Good eye. You want me to be honest with you?
He doesn't really care.
I haven't been paying attention for the past hour.
How?
Bro, this is the most intense, one of the most intense combat encounters I've ever done. This is just the time in the rain we were fighting the 2 goblin assassins.
I've been watching One Piece.
Jesus Christ.
I'm alone, trying to protect someone, and completely overwhelmed. This is intense. And with shittier gear. Like, literally cloth clothes and 1 weapon. At least it's a good weapon. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
Is it just like straight up just Stormbreaker?
It's a halberd. I made the weapon.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not supposed to be able to travel back to my hands, but it's a cool thing Janner did, and I appreciate it.
So how do you throw it? Like a spear or axe? Which one?
I probably swing it and it kind of like spins through the air like a really fast blade.
You hold up the weapon, it feels as light as a feather, almost as if the weight you had on the weapon is gone. It doesn't feel heavy at all. While you are holding the weapon, it has 0 weight.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Does that mean
You look up,
realistically, could
you look at the weapon, and a smile forms on your face. You think in your mind, oh yes. Yes.
Could you multi-attack with something that's weightless?
Yes. Yes.
Wait,
you
I get
can.
multiple attacks with each attack action?
No, you have... No. but
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's really strong.
but no.
Find
Alright,
a way to make 2 attacks, then you could definitely do that.
I'm gonna give the direwolf one last glare, as if like a "you're not worth my time" kind of look.
They seem
Turn
afraid.
around,
They seem afraid.
jump up onto the rock.
You
see the
you
architect?
leap onto the rock. The architect is screaming. Wolves are like trying to nibble at him, and he's smacking them in the head with their cane. They're yelping. He's pretty bloody. The wolves haven't biting into him, but he's smacking them all with his cane. Get away from me!
Okay. I'm going to attack this one here immediately, trying to
Alright.
clear him up off of him.
You're in distance, sort of. You gotta move a little bit forward, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I mean, I can move right here. I
Yeah.
have an extra 5 feet of movement.
Regardless, you could technically hit him from here, but it's flavor text because you're above him, so.
Oh, yeah, I
It'd
get
be
that.
like,
So it's
you
like a
can-
little, it's a little extra distance. I
Yeah.
need to move forward a bit down the rock. I get that. That makes sense. I'll roll with it. It's your ruling. I'm going to hit this wolf now.
Alright. You are going to hit this wolf. You did not hit
No,
the
I'm
wolf.
not.
You did not hit the wolf.
I'm going to try again.
You hit the wolf.
Okay.
You most definitely hit the
So
wolf.
watch this camera. Watch this this damage roll in the chat.
So remember how Aiden's weapon did 1d10 damage? 1d10,
Let me guess, how does
1d10,
1d20?
1d10 plus 6?
What the fuck?
That's 20 damage.
10 plus 6 plus 2d8.
It deals an additional 2d8 lightning
Wait,
damage
that's how
once I
many
finally
wolves
attune to
there
it.
are?
Yeah, bro. They all just came out of the forest. I'm being fucked over right now.
Why haven't you called me? I could have Lady Ashworth just send me back.
I'm in the middle of a fight.
He's kind of in the middle of something.
You just pull out a ring and talk. You don't even use your action for that.
I have my ring, but it's probably a bonus action or something. I've been making use of everything every turn.
Call Jipku.
Okay. So I deal 20 damage. That wolf is dead.
You go on the rock. The architect is screaming for his life, whacking his cane at the wolves. If the wolves bite his hand and kind of falls out of it, looks like he's about to die. You leap off the rock, stab your halberd right into the wolf. It disintegrates into ashes. It is gone.
Alright. I'm now going to use my bonus action to get second wind. Regen a bit health.
Yeah, you leap onto the wolf, stabbing it right through the head. It is gone. It evaporated.
I get 1d10
It's just a pile of ashes on the floor.
plus my fire level and health. So I get 13 more health back.
As you look at the weapon, it is crackling with thunder. It is glowing. There's the gem sock into it is bright.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. The wolf gets off the wolf getting smacked in the head, but getting punched by the architect backs away. A lot of them seem vaguely afraid, have some semblance of afraid. They start backing away from you.
There's fear in their eyes.
Yeah, there's fear.
They watch the other wolf disintegrate with lightning. And how does the weapon work? Does it strike lightning from the sky when I strike my enemy, or does it come from the weapon?
It comes from the weapon. From what you've seen, at
Because-
least, it comes from the weapon. So,
Because if it comes from the sky, that means it doesn't work inside, which would suck.
yeah, the wolves still are circling you, and the dire wolf runs up and jumps on the rock, up away from you, but it is looking down at you. It howls, and the wolves appear to be getting ready for formation once again.
You're next. Alright. Is that their turns?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna climb back up onto the rock. Oh, I accidentally opened up the games. 1 sec.
Let's get
Oh,
more.
the bot
Let's
left.
get more.
I thought
Let's
I
get,
left an exit.
let's get more fitting music.
Okay, I step back on the rock opposite it, and I make my swings.
Let's get more fitting music here. All right. You leap up to the rock and you swing at the wolf on your way through. Yes.
That's a crit?
Yes.
Okay, feels so good to add a 2d8 every time. And like typing it out just, oh my
Oh,
god.
48 damage.
48 damage! With one attack. Oh, it feels so good. I disintegrate this asshole.
As you swing at the dire wolf, it leaps back a bit to avoid your attack, but it just hits. You cut right through its abdomen, and as you look, the blood that pours out just sizzles into this air. The wounds get cauterized from the amount of
The heat from the lightning.
yeah, the heat of lightning
the straight
cauterized.
plasma.
Yeah.
It's a lightsaber.
The wolf yelps out of pain and falls off the rock. It crumples onto the floor. It is whining in pain. A lot of them will just back up immediately.
I step forward onto the very peak of the rock and point my halberd at the dire wolf. As a visual warning, like, I will do it again.
It yelps. It can barely even stand, but it does stand. It howls and they just take off. All the wolves just take off. Oh, the architect's just breathing heavily. Oh, we did it! We oh. We won.
The end music for that.
We did it.
I'm gonna go over and
Oh.
help him up and ask him how he's feeling.
I need a drink. I'm very tired. I'm soaked.
We both do.
I'm soaked and I'm tired. He looks at your
You're not
weapon.
injured, are you?
He looks at your weapon. I don't remember doing that.
I look down at it. Is it glowing still? Like
Yeah.
it's bright?
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that either.
And then the lightning on the weapon ceases, but the gem still glows ever bright.
Here, we can use this to light the way back.
Right.
And then
Right.
I kind of like lean him over on my shoulder. I'm guessing he's gonna struggle to walk a little bit after being bitten up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like kind of carry him a little bit back towards town, or in the direction I assume town is, because I'm a
Yeah.
little lost.
Yeah. After some time, you stumble through the woods and you come across the clearing up to the town. Saving at last.
They give the town the name for a reason.
You walk into the
We're
town.
gonna.
You walk into
Yeah,
town.
we're gonna-
It's still raining outside, and no one's outside because it's pouring and it's nighttime. But you stumble into the tavern. It's pretty empty, but still a few people there. You don't see your compatriots because Chipku isn't there. Elion's somewhere else, and Alex is just somewhere else. The tavern keeper's there. He looks at you. He looks you up and down. You look like hell.
Pack of wolves. They weren't very friendly.
I could imagine. He gets a cup and pours it and just puts it on the bar.
Give this man a drink too on me.
Got it. He pours another drink. He pours one for himself too. Business is slow. You sit down at the bar. You do a cheers, and then you drink in spite of victory.
I showed those wolves what's up. That was probably one of my most triumphant moments the whole campaign. Like, sure, beating those, like that assassin the other time it rained where you're fighting those other goblins was really fucking good.
The rite of
I think that's
combat.
one of your best like written encounters with like a whole climax and a conclusion like that.
The rite of combat.
Very good.
As you drink, you celebrate, and then you eventually get tired and go to sleep. You wake up at a new day and look at your weapon. The gem is still glowing ever bright. You are quite curious as to what exactly happened. You aren't entirely sure, because from what you saw, a lightning bolt just struck the weapon.
I'm gonna have to get Jipku to look at this when he's back. Actually, pull out the ring. It's late at night, but I'm not really thinking about that. I'm still rushing with quite a bit of
Yeah,
adrenaline.
you're like pumped full of adrenaline. Jip
I'm
cool,
calling up Jipku
Jip
on
cool,
the ring.
Jip cool. While you're studying in Lady Ashworth Library. Hey, hey, Jip cool. Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what?
By the way, I should be done with that by now.
It's the same day. Still, it's
I
at night.
know,
It's at
but, like,
nighttime, but yeah.
I only spent like an hour doing that, and then I was
Yeah.
identifying everything else.
Yeah, while you are
So maybe you're identifying stuff in your room then.
while you are identifying stuff in your room, you get a message. You get a you're a hey, Jipu, guess what? Hey, Jipu, guess what? Hey.
Can I be in the middle of an identify spell?
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, it's instantaneous. Or no, it takes a minute to
You
cast.
could do the ritual if you wanted, which takes an hour to identify something, but
Does it? Does it?
it
use a
does not. No, it
slot
doesn't.
if-
Rituals don't use spell
if you
slots, but they take longer.
Gotcha. Okay, he's interrupting me.
Yeah, he's interrupting you.
I'm a little busy. What do you need?
The craziest thing just happened. I was fighting for my life, as I do, fighting wolves. Almost died. My very suddenly, as if like my weapon was calling to me, it was struck by lightning from the sky, and lightning began striking all over the place and started just disintegrating these wolves I was fighting.
Cool.
I
I
thought
have
you
a
might.
wand that talks.
I thought you might. Well, one, be interested, and two, know something about that. You're a magic guy.
I would have to see it first to know anything about it.
Oh yeah, right. You gotta like hold it and stuff. Okay, well, keep that in mind for when you get back. I want you to check it out.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing now.
Sorry for interrupting that. You have a good one.
I'll be back in a couple days.
And I'll end the call.
All right. You end the call. Your adrenaline finally wears out. You crumple under the bed. You are tired as all hell. Your bones are aching. Your feet hurt. Your wounds have not fully healed. They hurt. You're in a lot of pain. You somehow find some sort of respite. You wake up. Your wounds somewhat healed over the night. Obviously not fully. It'll take some days.
Right.
It'll take some days to recover from these wolf bites. Or some time.
Cool scars.
Yeah, you have some cool battle scars. You go out. You do your stretch. You do some morning training with Alex and Elion. When they're around, they do leave. Elion just kind of disappears again. Elion was there for about an hour. You do some training with him. He's gone now.
Huh. That's suspicious.
Alex is helping rebuild the town, and doing something else.
Yeah, I guess I'll continue aiding the town construction while Cam continues to play his side of the story for now.
All right. You've been helping with the reconstruction. Jipku, over the night you have identified these items of choice. Can you describe to me what exactly they were?
A metallic javelin made of ruby. Ruby glows and javelin starts to float. Potentially.
Wait, Janner,
Hmm?
I'm sorry to interrupt this, but I have actually one more question. In the future, am I able to call my Hilbert to me, or is that just something that happened once?
That was just flavor text for now.
Because I totally want to be like Goblin Thor, and I'm like throwing my Hilbert through the air and then calling it back to me.
Oh no, that was pretty cool, but that was flavor text because you were kind of pinned on the floor.
Right. Hey, Carson.
He's just listening. He's just listening for now.
Okay, well, Carson, I just had the most amazing encounter. I was with the architect. We went into the forest to I was showing the spot because I wanted to dig a secret tunnel underneath the fortress, so we had a way to escape if something ever happened. And I was taking him to the spot where I wanted the tunnel to exit near the on the cliff side into the lake. On the walk back, we got fucking lost in the forest, and were attacked by a giant pack of like a hunting party of wolves, basically. So a shit ton of wolves, and it got really bad. It started raining. At one point, a dire wolf was on top of me, and I was pinned down. And suddenly, lightning struck my weapon, and it soared back into my hand. And I was able to fend off the wolves using its newfound lightning powers.
Goblin
Oh,
Thor.
that is so strong.
What did you say? I had no idea.
I have no. I think he said "goddamn, son."
Goblin Thor.
Goblin Thor. Yep. I'll consider it. Anyway.
Okay.
Can I have a somewhat sentient cape that floats?
You just recreate Marvel characters.
I'll consider it.
And then Carson can get rocket boots and laser hands.
Goddamn right, brother.
Or
I will not consider that one.
Come on, rocket boots and laser hands.
Maya's probably like the most feasible.
And then Noah will just be Black Widow, the most boring one. He can throw hands, but that's about it.
Okay, so okay, so Cameron, what did
Anyways,
what?
So
Okay.
a metallic-looking javelin.
Okay, let me get that item first.
float.
Let me get that item. Cause I have like a bunch of items that I gave you guys. I need to figure out which one's it. Okay, I got that one. Metallic javelin. What else?
A crown made of thorns.
Okay. The crown of thorns. Let's see here.
have you guys ever seen the art I made for my weapon like 3 years ago?
Yes.
Oh, is
You
it on
have?
this page?
Yeah.
I also recreated it when I made the shitty drawing of my character. Let's see.
Do I not have
And then
it?
there was the cold greatsword.
Here, the crown of thorns. Okay. The cold great
Crown
sword.
of
Yeah.
thorns. It's crown of thorns, not crown of swords.
Yeah, crown of thorns. What I said. Okay, there's the great sword.
A giant bizarre spear. Looks like an eyedropper, but it drains blood from his victims.
Okay, I got that.
And then a black magical dagger that deals extra damage when you use it to attack a second time.
Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Wait, which one is
And
that?
that's all I have in my list.
Which one is that? I don't know which one that is. A black magical dagger that does more damage when you hit it twice. Okay.
Deals extra damage when used twice.
That'd be cool for a rogue who's doing repeated sneak attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a rogue in our party.
I mean,
'cause
Noah has
Noah's a
multi-attack.
monk.
Yeah, he has 2 attacks per action, so he could technically use it.
Christian was still playing. He's our rogue.
Yeah, but
If he ever comes back,
he's busy. So
he's
told
living
me
life.
he told me he's busy. So I don't know what magical item that is. I have too many.
Flavor text it to something else.
Hmm.
Like change what the item is if you don't know what it is. Make it something else random.
All right. That's a bow. That's a cross. Okay. So. Okay. No, I found it. I found it.
It's just about to delete it. Okay.
The
read
the
description.
javelin, the metallic javelin, is called
Yep.
is called Continuum. It
Okay.
requires attunement.
Oh, hang on. How do you spell continue?
Tinuum.
UUM.
Yeah.
So continuum.
Yeah.
All right, next. All right, tell me the thing.
It is a metallic javelin that requires attunement, and it is a metallic javelin that bends the laws of conjuration and transmutation magic.
Ah,
Ah.
bends the laws of conjuration and what magic?
And transmutation magic.
Transmutation magic. Is it another fucking sentient?
It requires attunement. When it is attuned. Actually, I'll just send it to you. It's easier. I'll send it to you and I'll say it, pretty much.
Okay, I will just copy and paste it all so that make sure it's specific.
Yep. Copy paste all that. Send that to you. Right there. That is the javelin. While continuum is attuned, if you throw it and it is at least 5 feet away from you, it will turn into a gaseous form and return back to your hand. When you are attuned to the weapon, each time your attack bonus exceeds the target's armor class, the javelin magically strikes them again for every number above their arm class at a max of 5 hits.
Okay, hang on. Let me copy and paste this into an actual item. Here.
You can paste that to an actual item.
Inventory. Wait, what?
Copy paste it to an actual item.
Yeah, that way I can separate it from the other stuff.
But when it's attuned, if you throw it and it is more than 5 feet away from you, it will go back to your hand. If you attack someone and your attack bonus is higher than... If your attack bonus exceeds the target's armor class, your attack bonus, not your 2-hit. So that means...
We just gotta find a really skilled magical blacksmith that can combine the effects of 2 different magical items, and then just combine that with. And then I have a halberd I can throw, and it comes back to me.
Great.
Like Thor.
Great.
Okay, there's that. Now the crown.
The crown. If you wear the crown, you can use it to heal yourself. For 1d10, it has 9 charges, and you can use 1 charge to heal 1d10 points of damage.
The charges replenish at like
The charges
sunrise,
replenish and sunrise. Dawn,
all of them
dawn.
are 1d4 or like
1 charge per sunrise.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Attunement process. Send me the stuff.
Attunement, you just gotta wear the crown. That's it.
There's
All
the
right.
attunement.
Well,
Alright,
it's attunement technically. Wearing it is the attunement.
Yeah, wearing it is the attunement. So, same with the javelin. Just using it attunes to it. So, as long as you
So
as
wielding
long
it
as you
like
have
with the intent of
yeah
using it as a weapon.
wielding a javelin with the intent of using it as a weapon, not just holding it in your hand. And you also gotta be proficient with it. So as long as you're proficient with javelins, and you use it as a weapon, you can attune to it.
I do also have one more attunement slot. I might consider that.
Great.
That or the crown.
I think I'm out of attunement slots.
I'm attuned to the ring and the halberd, and that's so. Yeah.
Okay. Do you get
Did I
do you
find?
get the crown of thorns?
I am copying it in right now.
Okay.
And then, did I find any information?
About the runes, going through most of her library, in fact, because she has a lot of books about things, a lot of things. You learn a lot of different information. Some of it is useful, some of it not so much.
Wait, didn't Cam have other items you wanted to identify?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I was copying pasting stuff, so figured I'd let him explain that while I was doing everything else.
Oh, okay.
you find that these are indeed deep runes. And you read those, so a lot of the magical runes you use are different from magical runes she uses. And you could tell specifically when you were standing on her teleportation circle that the runes she makes are different from yours. So the runes that dark elves make are different. That's why she could not. And generally, since they only live in the Underdark and only stay there in the Underdark, you don't generally see a lot of dark runes. You know of them as dark runes, but the book only stated that. They didn't really say what exactly each rune meant or what it was for. Because each rune has a meaning.
Pretty much info.
Info you already knew. There's not a whole lot known about it.
Jipku has to learn how to make teleportation circles so we can set one up in the base.
That's all the information you pretty much find at that point. Albeit before you got hushed out of the library because Lady Ashworth needed to use it for something. So she kicked you out.
I couldn't do my own thing quietly while she was doing her own thing.
You were there for like an hour. And she needed to go in the same section as you, so she pretty much just like took off all the. She was using her magic to take off all the books on the bookshelf because it's her domain. So she was just reading all the books at once, trying to find something. You don't know what she was. She was just ignoring you. She was completely ignoring you. She was lost in her own little world. Anyway, you got the javelin. You got the
Mages, am I right?
You got the javelin. You got the crown of thorns. There is the greatsword, that thing, and the knife. Okay, and the dagger.
And the spear.
Yeah, the greatsword, the spear, and the dagger. The spear looks like more like an eyedropper than a spear.
I just know it had a stabby thing at the end of it.
The greatsword. In your time spent doing did you ritual this or did you use a spell slot?
I'll ritual them all.
Ritual them, okay. You spent 5 hours doing this.
Yep.
Alright. In your time spent doing the ritual, this cold greatsword is in a dormant state.
That's all.
It's in a dormant state, and it appears to house a spirit, but they're not currently there. They weren't awake at that time.
I take it back out.
Bro, it's a phylactery. Don't wield it.
You take it back out, yeah, you hold the greatsword in your hand.
Cameron's about to become the host of a lich.
We'll find out, I guess.
Oh, and you know how you can attune to it by any non-chaotic creature can attune to the weapon.
What is
So
that?
it's a lawful spirit that only cooperates with lawful spirits or neutral
For
spirits.
neutral, so.
Okay. That's all you know.
That's all I know.
That's all you know.
Let's see, do I have an attunement slot?
In the hour that you should, if you ritual them all, they don't count. They don't cost attunement slots.
Well, no, I mean,
He means attunement slots, not spell slots.
Oh, attunement slots. Can you even?
I have three things I'm already attuned to.
Can you attune to a greatsword?
No, I'm already fully attuned.
Yeah. Can you even use a
The
greatsword?
ring.
I don't think so.
No.
Exactly.
So I have the
can't
ring.
use a great sword. I'm too small. I get a disadvantage when swinging heavy weapons.
Fucking Abigail. I've been attuned to her for so long, but she still won't listen to my instructions.
She
is a
listens to
free
you.
spirit.
She listens to you. She's just a free spirit. She was just. You've successfully attuned to the wand, but she still does whatever she wants. Because she's.
Dude, just stick her in a fucking closet for a few.
Yeah, just leave her in like a chest, lock it.
Like,
Give me
at that point, there's no reason to carry it on you because it's never gonna ever help you. I just literally just put her in a fucking closet.
And then after a couple weeks of that, come back and be like, "Now, do you want to cooperate?" I guess it's kind of evil.
Fuck that. Do a couple.
It's kind of evil.
Anyway, what you know about the Great Sword is that it requires attunement by non-chaotic creatures. It has some form of sentience, and it is dormant, and that there is a spirit inside of it.
Gotcha.
You got that?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Needle thingy and the dagger.
The needle thingy is a very bizarre lance. It's technically classified as a spear.
While you guys are doing this, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Right back.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
It is classified as a very bizarrely shaped spear. And it has a chance to heal you for half the damage you dealt when you hit a creature.
Certain amount of charges.
No charges. It just has a chance.
Attunement, yes, no.
Yes. Acquire the attunement by using the weapon.
What's the percentage? Half a chance? 50% chance?
25. You have a 25% chance to heal half the damage you dealt when you hit a target. Alright.
Just a sec. What's it called?
It's called this spirit lance.
Spirit Lance?
Yeah, spirit lance.
Okay, now the dagger.
The dagger. This one does not require attunement. You get a +2 to damage rolls. Oh, you forgot to say that. The javelin gets a +2 to damage rolls.
Hang on. It's in there.
Yeah, the crown does not. The great sword gets a +1.
Okay, hang on, let me do this. What's the name of this magical dagger? Let's get through that first.
Dagger. The name is called the Absolem knife.
Absolem knife.
Hey,
Okay.
SOLEM. ABSOLEM.
ABSOLE.
Yeah.
+2.
Absolem knife.
Okay, give me the description.
The description. When attacking with the weapon, you gain a +2 to attack and damage rolls. And on a hit, the target must make a DC 10 con saving throw or be affected with a status effect. Called for pungent. I'll just send them all to you.
Must make a DC what now?
10.
DC 10. That's really low.
It's that. I just sent it to you. Essentially, if you hit the target, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it gets affected by the status effect. When it's affected by the status effect, it takes damage. Attacks 3 times. When you attack people that have the debuff, you
Let me put this
gain
at
advantage, and then you do extra damage.
How do I add like a +2 to hit?
Go to the actual thing. Go to the damage number at the bottom. Oh, you gotta add damage, obviously.
Hang on. Okay, add what? Add effect, add attack, add buff.
No, what? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to add the +2.
Yeah, I'm confused what you're doing now, because you're adding an item, but damage number should be at the bottom. Add attack.
Add attack. Dex mod.
Yeah, it's a dagger. Dex mod.
Dexterity mod. Plus proficiency bonus. +2.
Dagger does 1d4, and it is a +2 weapon, so it gets +2 to hit and +2 to damage. So he's at a +2 at the end of both.
Slashing damage. Whoops. Slashing damage. +6 to hit. Let's see if that's right.
Okay,
+1 to
proficiency plus dex +2. So yeah.
Coolio.
The greatsword is a +1.
Hold up. Let me get back there. Go. Cold greatsword.
Which is actually called Abaddon.
D10.
Greatsword is a D10, yes.
D10 plus strength mod plus proficiency bonus +1. Slashing damage.
Greatsword is 2d8, my bad. 2d6 slashing damage, my bad. It'd be 2d6 +1. It's ABBADON. Not 12d6. 2d6. Continuum's a +2 weapon, and it's a javelin which does 1d8, I believe. Let me check.
Javelin, yeah, should be 1d8. Dexterity, because it's a throwing weapon, isn't it? Oh!
A javelin does 1d6 piercing, so yeah.
It's piercing, slashing, piercing. Boom. Now the Spirit Lance.
Spirit Lance is a +2 weapon. It does 1d. It's spear, so it's 1d8, I believe.
1d8 strength mod. 2.
Spear is 1d6. But
Crown of Thorns doesn't give you anything.
Crown of Thorns is an armor piece, so no, it wouldn't give you anything.
Birthright, what is that?
You have not discovered the purpose of that. I've told you what it does. You didn't write it down. I told you some of it, not all of it. Essentially, it's a very powerful scroll that can change the very foundation of the races of the world, depending on the race that is attuned to it.
Can I identify it fully with ritual?
You have very much tried. You can try again.
So it's just that powerful?
Yes.
Try again!
Alright, you spend an hour of your life doing the ritual. You don't learn anything that you already know.
Can I bring it to Miss Ashworth?
You leave the room in her tower that was supplied to you, and you go around the entire tower 2 or 3 times over. You don't find her. She's not even there.
The ring. Lady Ashworth, I must request your assistance.
You don't get a connection because you're inside her realm.
She's outside her realm,
You don't get a connection to anyone because you're inside her realm.
and she's outside of it then.
What appears to be the case.
I'm gonna go outside.
It's pitch black outside.
That's fine, I'm just coming outside to talk to her. Lady Ashworth, I require your assistance back at your tower.
You don't even get a connection.
So she's in another dimension.
That or she's too far away. You don't know the specific limitations of the ring. You haven't really checked.
Can I
So.
identify the limitation of the ring?
Alright. The ring can only go up to a couple. It can go pretty far, but not that far. She's most likely out of range. That or she's in a different realm.
What's the range?
I haven't put down a range. That's why I'm saying I don't know, because I haven't put one down. I don't know how far how far is far? 100 miles? Is that far?
That works.
Alright. Wait, is that far? I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna spend the night in her tower then.
Alright.
Hopefully get a hold of her in the morning. If not, head back.
Alright. You sleep soundly enough. You wake up and you leave your room, stretch a bit, maybe do some morning workouts, maybe not. And as you,
We train our mind.
yeah, you can do your morning routine of reading a book or identifying an item or whatever you do. Drinking water, maybe. Touching grass, I don't know. And
Jibku's not a league player, okay?
alright. And you go into the main corridor, and Lady Ashworth is just there at her desk reviewing something, reviewing like a couple papers.
Lady Ashworth, I have something that would definitely
Hmm?
interest you.
What? Here she looks tired. Doesn't look like she slept at all. Just dark circle in her eyes. She does not look. Her eyes are a bit bloodshot. She does not look like she slept.
I'm not sure if you'll be able to identify what this item is. I know the name of it, right? Like I was able to figure out what the
You
item
forgot the
is.
name. The name is called Birthright. That was it.
Yeah.
That's that, and it's an artifact of legend.
I have found a very rare artifact on my travels, and I would like you to look at it.
Just put it over there or something. I'll do it later.
I'd like to keep it on myself. So
I'll do it later.
it's a scroll called Birthright. Have you ever heard of it?
She perks up a little bit. Birthright. No, I don't believe so. Perhaps it's just for a scam, maybe. I don't know what kind of scroll would be called Birthright.
I roll
Sounds
insight.
stupid. Sure. What are you rolling for?
Insight.
Yeah, but what are you rolling insight for?
To see if she's like telling the truth. She perked up like she knew something and then said she didn't. So I mean that's kind of sus.
Alright. Then roll insight.
Taking a minute.
Yep.
If it gives me a shit roll off this, I'm gonna cry.
14.
Okay.
It doesn't appear like she's lying. She just seems very tired, so she's not like in the right mind to fully comprehend what exactly you said. Plus, she seems incredibly busy with papers, and a lot of papers, and just more and more papers. Her entire desk is just covered in like folders and documents and papers.
With all due respect, ma'am, I think this is a little bit more important. I know this is a very powerful scroll of intense proportions. I know you're tired. It's very obvious, but I think this is something we should bring to our attention.
Fine. What is it?
The scroll, I learned the name of Birthright.
Birthright.
Something about changing the destiny and the attributes of a lot of different things.
Right. Birthright. I've never heard of it. Perhaps it's an artifact of legend or something, probably.
Exactly what I just said, ma'am.
Right. You wanted me to identify it?
I've already tried. I don't know if you will do any better or not, but sure, if you want to try it.
Sure. She holds it in one hand. And you can see she casts identify as a ritual.
So she spends an hour.
She spends like 10 minutes doing it.
Her rituals are that quick.
Yeah. She's like, you're like a wizard, but you're not as powerful as her.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. She's well trained in the arts of magic, so she can do her spells and her rituals faster. That plus this is also her domain. She gets like full control over it. So you probably use some of the domain's power to just identify quicker. After 10 minutes. I have no idea what this is. It appears there's a very powerful spell holding it back. Something that's just hiding it completely. Whatever it is, even I can't see it. You would have to ask someone else. She gives it back to you.
Do you know of anybody else more powerful than you?
The Archmagi and Manolia. My teachers.
Of course.
But even I couldn't contact them. Something is going on over there and I don't know what. So,
And you couldn't get me over there earlier.
and I couldn't get you earlier, exactly. The teleportation circle wasn't working. I would go, but unfortunately, as she gestures to the mountain of documents, I have pressing business to tend to. Perhaps you could go in my stead whenever you feel the need to. It's not too important, probably.
To Manulia, she means?
Yeah.
I'll talk with my group. I'm not sure if they would want to go all the way across to a different continent when we just started establishing our own town.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't go, then I most likely will. So, eventually, when I'm done with this
I'll
This
most
never-
definitely make a trek over there at some point.
never-ending work.
I intended on going over there myself. I'll still make the trip, but I'll see if everybody else wants to come with us.
You'll take the 5-month-long trip, both ride? These
Maybe.
teleportation circles aren't working right now, as far as I'm aware.
I'll talk with them about it.
Alright. You talk with your companions about it. I have work to do. So,
Get some sleep.
she shoos you away. Maybe later.
Sleep. You won't work at nearly your max capacity if you're tired.
Maybe later. She shoos you away. As you take a glance at the documents, you see one. You see some stuff about Manulia. You see some stuff about the Empire of Trom. You see some stuff about the visitors that came recently. And some reports about other miscellaneous things you don't really care about.
And you haven't learned of anything else about the Drow?
No, I don't go to the Underdark, so...
Well, you seemed rather intrigued by their appearance.
Did I? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you were a bit astonished that I said the word Drow.
Is that so? Perhaps I was. I don't remember. There's some stuff going on. That's all.
There's some other matters I would like to talk to you about, but that can wait. Something rather important that's related to the Drow entirely.
I see. If that is all, then I have work to do.
I will be heading back to Haven. Call me on your ring tomorrow. After you've slept, I will inform you more of what we have discovered.
I see. If I sleep. And she dismisses you.
Okay, I will leave now and
Yeah.
make my way back to Haven.
As she dismisses you, the door behind you, it opens. And you see the stairs. And she gestures towards the stairs. You leave and you make your way back to Haven. You get back. It's been a couple days.
Yep.
It is now the fourth week, yes. On the dock. It is now the 4th week.
This is going to be a really long time skip if we intend on playing out every single week of it.
It's fine. Something to do.
A 4-month long time skip, right?
Fine, it's something to do. And not all of it will be super long, so it's just some parts are long enough.
Are you just doing this so you have time to write more stuff?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, there's no way that's not what he was doing, because I'm pretty sure most people would do that if they needed to.
Why are you a robot, bro?
Because my internet's really shitty where I'm at. I'm in my garage.
Why are you
I do not want to be in my room.
I see. Well, anyway.
I'm gonna help my dog.
Nice. Anyway, Jipko, you get back. It's been a couple days. You see Rika. There's still some bite marks in him. And his
Didn't
his
Rika say
weapon
something about some scrolls?
that he did. He's also not here because he's eating dinner. But you see Rika. You see Alex. Elion is around somewhere, most likely.
Okay, can I
Probably.
take the scrolls from him?
You take the scrolls. You ask for the scrolls. Rika gives them to you.
Do I know what spells they are?
You spend some time reading them. You figure out what the spells are. When I remember what kind of scrolls he had.
Like 7 of them, right?
Let me check. Yes, 7 spell scrolls. Yep.
Where are we currently staying? Are we still staying in the tavern?
At the moment, yeah, because your keep doesn't have rooms.
I'm gonna respectfully ask Rika to take the scrolls, copy down a couple of them, and then keep the rest of them hidden away in my room somewhere.
Okay. Scrolls that you find when I'll get back to you. Actually, no, I won't get back to you because you're the only one here.
Yep.
Or do you want to do anything, Carson or Alex? In the time frame?
Shit. I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything important if that's what you're asking. So I'll just DM you it when I can think of it.
All right.
Use your big, strong muscles to assist in building the keep.
Well, yeah. I'm just helping the town reconstruct, and I'm helping train people like a guard and shit. Something I told you that I was gonna do.
Hmm.
So I'm probably working on that.
As you all recuperate, spend your break helping, or the break that you are currently doing helping. Jipku, you identify all the scrolls. These scrolls are as follows. You have a scroll of water walking, only one. Okay, you writing this down?
Well, that one doesn't really interest me that much.
Still, are you writing them down anyway?
I will. Give me a sec.
If not,
On the wall, it's a free spell.
It's not a free spell. I have to spend money
to use it? No.
Yeah, but I don't need that.
To be fair, I play almost exclusively martial classes. I'm sorry, I didn't know that's how that worked.
I'm also
If he wants to copy it to his spellbook, he needs to use money. But
I'm also a water genasi that can breathe in the water, so I don't have to worry about not going underwater.
anyway, just write it down, or I will. 1 and 2.
I already did.
All right.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me reset. Bunch of scrolls.
You could always just sell it too if you don't want. So it's at least worth it to keep it around like for that.
Next one.
Where even are they in your inventory? I don't even see them.
I haven't put them in my inventory. I'm writing them down in my journal area right now.
There. You have water walking. You have a scroll of fireball.
Is anybody able to use scrolls?
Everyone can use scrolls. One-time use. But anyone can use it. So that means everyone can cast fireball at least one time. Once. Cast fireball once. Fireball. You have a scroll of Bane.
I don't even remember what that does. Let me look. It's enchantment. It's a bard or cleric spell.
Some spells you can still use a spell scroll technically, but since these spells you can't actually use for your class, you cannot write them down in your journal. So
Target that fails it. Okay. Next one.
the next one is a scroll of bestow curse.
Another cleric slash paladin one,
Mm.
I believe. Or is that a warlock spell?
Bestow curse?
It's a necromancy.
Yeah, I think any class in there. Bard, cleric, wizard.
I want to get into some necromancy. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 4 now, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
You have a scroll of counter spell.
Nice.
Nice. One time use counter spell, unless you write it down in your journal.
I will be likely writing that one down.
You have
Next one.
a scroll of crown of madness.
Crown of Madness. Ooh,
Crown of madness.
that sounds pretty big.
And there's the last one.
Second level enchantment spell. In range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed while the target is charmed in this way. Twisted jagged crown, jagged iron. Or twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and madness glows in his eyes. The charmed target must use action before moving on each of his turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. Might be copying that one down too. How does it work? Isn't it 50 per level?
Yeah.
And then cantrips are free, aren't they?
Cantrips you learn into the mind, so yes, they're free.
Okay, next.
It
Some
is
more.
a scroll of. Let me see. When I find it. There's a scroll of cause fear.
A lot of scary ones.
No, I'm dumb. Jesus, that is not the right one. That is something else. My bad. It's a scroll of water breathing. I'm stupid.
Well,
Okay. Well, now you got a scroll of water breathing.
I could give the paladin ones if there is one to Alex.
Yeah. He can breathe in the water. He's a robot.
I think those are just wizard ones.
Anyway, you got a scroll of water walking and a scroll of water breathing.
I think the bestow curse, bane, and cause fear can all be given to him. If he has the money to.
But no, only wizards can write them out in their scroll books. No other class can.
It's a warlock. Oh, cause fear is a warlock wizard spell. Awaken a sense of morality. Frightened target can repeat the saving throw. Target just frightens enemies.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so not a lot of good ones, but
What's going on?
He took your spell scrolls and wants to and identify them.
I identified them all.
What did you get? What were they?
Water walking, fireball, bane, bestow curse, counter spell, crown of madness, and cause fear.
Not cause fear, water breathing.
Oh yeah, right. Yep.
Water breathing is huge.
For someone else.
Well, yeah, I know you don't need it.
And Carson doesn't need it because he's a robot and doesn't breathe.
I can't.
So
Okay, it's huge for me, okay?
I can't. Unless you just want it. Unless you want it for a one-time use.
yeah, because all the scrolls are one-time use. Only
Yeah, I know. how they
only
work.
wizards can technically put them in their spell book. But
Well, because it's useless to Cam, he shouldn't put it in his spell book, right? Because you can only apply it to yourself, right?
yeah,
No, I think I can apply it to other people.
water breathing.
I feel like water breathing is a spell you only apply to yourself.
I think it's touch. Yeah, spell grants up to 10 willing
Oh,
creatures you
look
can
at that.
see within
Mhm.
range of the ability.
Oh. Okay, 10 willing creatures. Yeah. So yeah, take that spell. You can give it to the whole party, or just those of us who need it.
Lasts for 24 hours. Jesus.
So what?
It is
what
concentration though, so do be
Dang.
aware of where you're using it.
So if the mage gets hurt during underwater combat,
Yep, maybe, and they lose concentration. That's really bad. For
everyone
that's really
drowns.
bad for 2 people, because 2 other people don't need to breathe. Because you have one that can already breathe the water and one that doesn't breathe at all. So
I'll be right back.
okay,
Wizard, fireball, wizard, bane, bard / cleric,
spells that are not a part of your class you cannot put in your book.
bard. Bestow curse was bard. No, it was bard.
Wait, can other classes even use spell scrolls to put like learn the
You can
spell?
use spell scrolls, but only wizards can put them inside their actual spellbook. But you can't use spells that aren't part of your class. You can't put them in your book when not a part of your class. So
Right. So I was asking, like, do other classes learn their spells from spell scrolls too? Like, I know they normally don't, but are they do using a spell scroll?
if they use the spell scroll to learn the spell, no, because I haven't thought of that, to be fair. So there's nothing.
That's why normally spell scrolls are just wizard spells or wizard and other spells.
Yeah, spell scrolls to me are just spells that are one-time use. But wizards can effectively turn spell scrolls into actual spells because they have a spell book.
Apply the Elder Scrolls logic to it.
What logic is that? I haven't played Skyrim story in a long time.
Oh no, I mean just scrolls in general. In the Elder Scrolls games, they're one-time use things. You consume the item to cast a spell.
I mean, yeah, that's what they are. They're one-time use items. As soon as you use it, it's gone. So if Cameron learns the spell, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't learn spells that aren't a part of your class, obviously. But if you can't learn the spell in your wizard spellbook list, or in a wizard spell list, it's not a part of your class. So anyway, it is now the 4th week. It has been pretty peaceful as of late. There's only a couple days left before that meeting. You all get together to prepare about it. And before you guys decided that you were gonna be bait. Alex was gonna be bait.
Yes. Yes, I remember this. Alex is going to be bait because they want him. So we can use him as kind of a, like, come get me. And then we leap out and take him out from surprise.
I think we should probably end soon.
Yes, I'm planning on it. It's fine.
I'm getting tired. I'm assuming we've taken long rests, so I'm gonna fully reset everything.
Yeah, you're taking long rests like every day, so.
Where do I even... Is there like a long rest option, or do I have to go and reset it?
You just gotta reset everything yourself.
Yeah. It's not that hard, Cam. Just push a few buttons.
It's even worse when you have like 10 different things you gotta set stuff for, like fighter.
Oh, I guess I only have to just change my health back to full and then reset my utility features.
Yeah. For him, it's like spell slots, features.
Also, re-equipping my armor so I don't forget to do that next time I'm playing.
No, never equip it again.
Because I will start the next session and be like, wait, why do I have 13 armor class? Spend like 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Jeez, my net worth is over 1,300 GP.
My net worth, I don't know.
Nice.
I haven't been setting gold prices, so...
Well, it's generally just the gold you carry plus value of other things that you collect.
Yeah, I set gold prices for almost things because I like to view my net worth. I mean, besides I have 753 gold on me.
I have like 50 gold on me.
Where did I get all my money from? Or did Jipku just spend his?
I spent 200 last time on some scrolls, but I never had that much. I had like 200 the other day, or last time.
Great.
I think I just haven't spent any money on anything campaigns. I have so much.
Yeah, no, wizards lose a lot of their money via adding spells to their spellbook. So,
Oh yeah,
because it's
spiders don't really
50,
spend
50
money to
gold,
do their
50
stuff.
gold per level. So,
Actually, I spent 200 on one spell because I added whatever it was called. I can't remember the spell.
So you probably made a similar amount of money to me. Just
That's
it's probably a combination of me having been to slightly more sessions, and having not spent any yet.
something like that.
All right, what's the next order of business?
the next order of business is there are a couple days left for the actual day that the meeting's supposed to take place up in the Ashen Plains to the north. After you're pondering that, you hear some like mumbling and some screaming outside.
Rumbling or mumbling?
Mumbling and some screaming outside, and someone screams.
Okay, I'm gonna dash outwards.
You dash out the tavern, booking it out, and as you get outside, it's pretty bright in the afternoon. It's like a pretty sunny morning, and the clouds are gone now. You see some goblinoids, or several goblins, but they look beaten, starved, and badly bruised.
Well, I am wearing my armor right now. I was planning on sparring with Alex.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna use my halberd to spar anymore though, because I'm worried I might injure them too much. So I would be using my longsword. That's just flavor stuff, though. We don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that. So I have my longsword on me.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, what are they doing? Are they just gathering in the town?
And they're kind of like shuffling, and one of them's like over on the floor. Like he's the most injured. He seems very weak.
Do any of them seem to be leading the rest of them?
No, there's only a couple, like maybe 3 or 4.
Oh, I thought it was like 12.
No, it's like 3 or 4. You don't recognize them, so they don't appear to be a part of the tribeless ones or from the oligarch. If you haven't met much of the oligarchical or the tribeless ones, they don't appear to be from there. You were unsure of where they came
Going
from,
to
or
approach
which
them.
tribe they came from at least.
I'm going to try to seem as friendly as possible as I approach them. I'm speaking in Goblin. Not sure whether they can speak another language. Hello. What brings you here? Do you guys need help?
Fellow goblin, heavily armored. You help, yes?
I would like to. You have to tell me what happened.
Let me get to this thing real quick. Leader, Kragoma tribe. Insane.
I frown.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? I fucking forgot it.
So did I. So I had to open the document.
I'm going to look at my backstory right now to look for it. It's highlighted because I knew I'd forget it.
Kilko Crag.
Yeah,
Leader.
Kilko Crag. That fucker.
He's upset. Beat everyone. Starve everyone.
Do you know why?
They shake their head.
I have a couple guesses. He was bested by like something he'd consider far lesser than him, and I escaped. That'd be enough to piss me off if I were him. Maybe not drive me insane, but definitely piss me off a lot. Oh, yeah, I accidentally opened the wrong backstory. I opened the one for Carson's campaign. Sorry. 2 of Principium. Okay.
Ruthless tribe.
Has the tribe been disbanding? What's going on there?
The goblin that seems able to talk shakes their head. It's changed too much. I don't know what it is anymore.
I say, okay, we'll get you food and shelter, and we'll heal that one's wounds. Come with me.
As
Carry
as
your friend.
as they're carrying their friends and you're helping them. Man, long brown hair, rugged face, captured.
Shit. God damn it, janitor. Oh. I immediately know who they're talking about.
He came, killed a lot, but stopped. Coco Craig put him down.
He killed him?
I don't know. He took him. Coco, mad.
It's okay. I'll handle it from here. You guys have done a lot.
Thank you.
Bring them inside the tavern.
You bring him
They
in.
need lodging. They can share a room, and it's on me.
The barkeep nods. He escorts them up to the room that you use.
Would I have came with?
In
Yeah,
the
you're
commotion,
here right now,
yeah,
aren't you?
Yeah, you're technically here. Yeah, you arrived a couple days ago. So yeah. Oh, you arrived like not too long ago, like a day ago. So yeah, you heard the commotion. Rika brought some goblins inside. They're
Oh,
talking.
I'm also gonna tell the tavern keep to get them as much food and water or anything else they need, and it's on my tab.
He nods. A new problem has arisen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsettled business, I guess.
And that is where we will end the session.
All right. That's epic.